Every time one of the mages tried to cast, Chomsky and Ziamat, I think Arapel too, had to make a Constitution saving throw to avoid some sort of terrible thing and be able to cast the spell. It was crazy. Ziamat went unconscious at one point, but we were able to get him back up. Arapel was at his side with the incense of whatever. The mummy kind of made that difficult as well by suppressing any healing. So things could have gone poorly, but we all survived. We found some treasure left behind by the mummy, which was nice. Lots of money, lots of pale coin, platinum, all sorts of other stuff. So we are rich once again. However, we also found a door that's locked by powerful magic. So we are currently debating whether or not we should open that or kind of come back to it. We're seeing if we can find some sort of key or something.
We're definitely opening it.
We figured.
One way or another.
All right. Thank you for that recap.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we did take a short rest at one point too. So that's
after the combat.
I think right after the fight with the mummy and the deathlock. And,
I think my sheet already reflects it. I think because I'm missing hit die and I'm nearly at full health. So
yeah. I think we all kind of did that already. Yeah, pretty sure.
All right. Did you take the treasure?
We took the money.
Okay.
We kind of split it up as best we could.
Oh, how much was? I don't think I recorded mine.
I don't think it was split.
I don't think.
Oh no, yeah, I think we're just kind of carrying what we
could.
I have 3,000.
It was 15,000 gold and
point.
700 platinum.
So we got the platinum and 9,000 gold.
Yeah,
And
that was I believe that was all pale coin, right?
Yeah. If it's in Arapel, that's fine. I've still got.
Uslog's carrying some too, because I know you couldn't fit it all.
Yeah, I've got about 320 pounds that aren't accounted for in my inventory. Because I know there's stuff you've got in the party inventory that's in me right
That's
now.
so much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did I say 230?
I think so.
It's 330. I've got 170 pounds on Arapel, so in his bag of holding, in his compartment of holding. So 230 for the inventory to utilize until we can dump it somewhere or make it something lighter like gems or bars.
Yeah. So, what do you want to do?
Where are we? Are we still in the cave?
We are in the cave.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we in the horde place in front of the door?
I think Darian wants to take another look at this door now that we've had a rest.
Yes.
Did you guys try to detect magic on it?
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah, let's say.
I believe there was magic.
Yeah, but is there a way you can find out what kind? Like.
Well, we should have seen the school if one of you used to detect magic.
I do not remember what school it was.
I don't have
but
detect
I
magic
suppose
prepared.
I can ritually cast detect magic again.
Well,
too.
the school was
Look closer.
abjuration.
Oh, I don't think that has curses in it. I don't know. I'm not the magic guy. What do you guys think?
Yeah. Well, I know Chomsky attempted to dispel magic, so it seems like a very powerful spell because his spell magic didn't work.
Do you remember what power level he used for that?
I used a 3rd level, and
Okay, yeah.
I rolled poorly after that.
Okay.
I could roll it at 3rd level too. I had tech magic also. I think we just rolled it off Chomsky's.
Yeah, we would spend a spell slot, but yeah, if you have it prepared, we could give it a try. I don't have it prepared. Arapel could come back and try again with more spell slots later, but I'd have to prepare it over a long rest.
Yeah, and I can also try again. But my magic energy is running somewhat low. But
Well,
would you like to try Ziamat or
Yeah, I got extra spell slots. I'll cast it at 3rd level.
Do
what
we
were you
think
gonna
that,
say, Airpo?
well, we've encountered abjuration errors before that were purely like
That's what I wanted to do.
what do you call it?
Where is it?
Preservative, like
Uh-huh.
ancient things that hadn't fallen to pieces because of a preservation aura.
Yeah.
Do we think that this abjuration aura that we're getting is related to the door being sealed, or is related to like, I don't know.
So it's possible it isn't a trap per se.
It's hard to say.
Okay.
I mean, it's also hard to say what's sealed on the other side. It may not be treasure.
Yeah.
It might be a monster.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Might be treasure in the monster though. So if I do pick it, is there any kind of protection that I can get? Like, do you guys have any kind of, I don't know.
I have enhanceability. Gives you advantage. But
Oh.
don't you already have advantage, or am I forgetting?
I got expertise.
Okay. Yeah. So I could give you advantage.
I have Revivify.
That's for if it really goes wrong.
Yeah.
I actually do not have Revivify because I used up all of my bigger spell slots. So hold on to that, Chomsky.
just in case I throw a rock at it. I throw a rock at the door, like right at it.
Nothing would happen. It would just bounce off.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, I'm willing to give it a shot. I don't think. Well, it is a mummy. Mummies are known for their curses, so that's what I'm worried about. Fuck it. I might. It's possible I can die anyway. So fuck
You
it.
want me to use my mage hand from 30 feet away?
Sure. Go ahead. You can do that.
Cool.
I'm going
I
to,
guess.
I'm going to stay as far away from the door as possible.
Yeah, everyone back up.
I say I'm going to be 50 feet away.
I'm going to be 35.
I'm going to be 80.
Don't get so far away that we won't be able to help you if something comes up on our back line.
Oh, I'll just
Yeah.
run past you guys. It's fine.
Yeah, we learned that last time. Protect your back line.
So do you want enhanceability, or you're trying mage hand first, right?
Yeah.
Give me one moment. I'm trying to fix something.
I think Chomsky also has a high lockpick skill.
Not nearly as high as yours, but
He's detecting the shit out of that magic.
right?
You know everything about it now. Are we destroying it too?
I think he's probably like
I don't-
doing something with his spell list or his macros or something.
Gotcha.
I'm assuming.
Yeah. I'm trying to make it display the spells that someone has left.
Oh, that's always a good sign.
I mean, I don't know about an automatic one for everyone, but I have a spell like that for myself. Or it whispers me. I forgot that here's mine. I got to turn off the whisper. Take the whisper out of the macro. Boop.
That's a lot.
Oh, that's helpful.
Well, I mean, I've got it in there for all the way up to 8, but Arapel will never have that level. I copied it from another character.
Uh,
But But like I don't like to open my character sheet and have to like click around to different tabs like on the same turn, like go do the spell description and then go do the ability description, then go over here to subtract the ammo. So I do token macros where I just click a button in my bar and then it shows me data that I need in the chat, and some of it whispers it to me so it doesn't spam you guys. Some of my macros.
That's smart.
So you threw a rock at it. Nothing happened. Was there something else you were doing?
I was going to try to use Mage Hand and my all-purpose tool to open the door from a distance.
The door is locked.
Cool. Can I use my all-purpose tool to try to unlock it?
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a check. The DC is 35.
Holy
Oh.
shit!
35.
Well,
You believe it might be due to the magic that's on the door.
Oh,
Maybe
holy
it's got
shit!
arcane
That would be
rock
even
or
difficult for
something.
me. Holy fuck!
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
well,
What's your passive, Darian? Your passive lock picking.
I can't roll below a 25.
25. And if we give you advantage, does that change the passive, Lou?
I don't think so.
It gives it
30?
+5.
So we're still 5 short, of your, like if you roll poorly.
What about
Oh.
guidance or?
Well, I guess you wouldn't roll if we're using passive, but it's not high enough. Guidance wouldn't work for passive, but it would add a D4. You would have advantage from me, and then guidance from I think Gnome or somebody would give you the extra D4.
well, should I
do it.
try Dispel Magic again?
Unfortunately, I can't concentrate on both bless and enhance ability.
Okay.
I don't know. Are we going back to Aldrin's Watch? I think after we leave here, so I guess it wouldn't
Yeah.
hurt us to use up some more magic before
Yeah,
we
I don't
go.
see us getting any other fights. I think we're going straight back.
Famous last words.
Yeah, just remember that if we don't have any spell slots, if Gnome and Arapel are both out of level 3 spell slots and above, which Arapel already is, then we do
Don't
not have
die.
Revivify.
Do not die.
Life is full of risks.
For the thrill of the hunt, baby. We gotta go in there. We gotta see what's in there.
Right. YOLO.
Cool. Then
Yeah.
I'll cast Dispel Magic. What's
All
it do
right.
if I
Well,
cast at higher level? Okay, go ahead.
it just means if you are at the same level as the spell, you don't have to roll the check. Same as counter spell.
Cool. Then I guess I'll do that at 4th level.
Okay. Give me a caster check.
So it's at least level 5 magic.
What's that,
DC
D20?
16.
Oh.
Too bad.
And is that like int or just a roll D20?
It's D20 plus your intelligence modifier.
Does it include proficiency?
No.
Okay.
Cool.
You
Let
can
me
do
see
it.
if I got any GM inspirations. I'm gonna use one of those on this.
Chomsky's the smartest guy I know. Oh,
Could I have
see?
a gu-
Ooh.
All right, so you would dispel the magic.
Oh, no.
Nice. Now we can unlock it, maybe?
It is now DC 25.
All right.
Ooh. Do your thing,
I'm
Darian.
gonna take a few steps back and relax. Like I'm a little bit exhausted now.
Don't worry, Chomsky. I got this. I spit on my hands and rub it, and I take out my thieves' tool. I'm about to crack this bitch.
I'm gonna stand next to Arapel when this happens.
25.
All right. There is a click as 2 symbols catch fire on the door.
Oh, what?
It does not seem to do anything else, though. Intelligence or Arcana might tell you more here.
Well, the moment I see that, I run away and probably hide behind Moose Dog.
What do you say it was? Intelligence or Arcana?
Yeah, either are.
Looks like Chomsky's got this.
Oh my goodness.
Unlucky.
So Chomsky, you think if Darian moves, he will be scorched.
Oh, never mind.
As you see him about to back away.
Am I allowed, do I know if Vortex Warp will overcome that?
You're not sure.
Well, I will yell at him to stay still. He might get scorched.
Oh, okay. Never mind that last night. I freeze. If he says
So closer inspection of these symbols might tell you more if someone wants to try to investigate them.
Would that be our investigation?
All right. So yeah, you think that some sort of magic is activated that if it is not dealt with, it will wreathe this whole cave in fire.
Oh god.
Alright, well, how do we deal with this magic?
You think
be
you
another-
have about 2 minutes before this
Anybody
happens.
have Wall of Force?
Another dispel
Oh
magic?
gosh.
So you think dispel magic could help, but it would be higher level. Also, another Arcana check might help here if you want to try to decipher these symbols a little bit more.
Matt, you want to try another Arcana check?
Let's do it. I'll walk a little bit closer.
Take a look at it. 18. All right, so you and Gnome look at it. You believe that you could use a possible dispelling ritual here to get rid of this. Easier than dispelling it with dispel magic.
Ah, that's fantastic.
It would be a 200 gold piece arcane component. You could use arcane, divine, or nature, and it would be the same type of component, and it would basically be a knowledge check of that type. The DC would only be 15.
Well, I think we have an excess of arcane components. So, should we use
I guess
those?
we kind of have to now.
Yeah, let's have let's do it. Let's try it. How long does the ritual take?
It's gonna be like a minute, so it'll be about
Okay.
half the time you have.
Okay.
Cool. Then I guess we'll start that.
Who's doing the ritual?
I will.
Arapel could assist, but I think you guys both might have better.
Yeah. Can Ziamat and I assist each other on it?
Yeah, you can work together, and I'd take the higher roll.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool. And I say we do that.
So lose 200 gold and then roll which we rolling?
So I already spent the 200 gold in arcane components, and yeah. Are we rolling Arcana or?
I have a 7 in Arcana,
That's good.
so
That's pretty
yeah,
good.
Yeah.
everything's a 7 right now. So I think we should roll Arcana. Or what's your highest? 10.
I think, yeah, our Arcana works for
All right,
but
we'll
I
do
think-
roll Arcana.
Blue. Is it an Arcana check or is it?
It can be any of the three: Arcana, Nature, or
Cool.
Religion,
Great.
whatever you
Yeah,
want to
let's
use
use Arcana.
ritual-wise. But I think you two would have to use because you're arcane casters.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, you are able to disable the hidden fire runes, and you think it is safe.
Oh, thank you. I just bought some. I'm like, thank God.
I'll,
Thank the Raven.
Look at
Let
Nowski.
you, yeah, Darian, go for it.
Oh, okay, cool. All right. I crack it open.
All right. So the large stone door is resistant, but you manage to push it open. There are a couple of things inside.
Nice.
Give me a D10 roll.
Me?
Yeah, actually, give me 4 D10 rolls.
Oh, okay.
Anyone. I'll just take the first 4 I see.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Got a nice
Okay.
variety.
Some good numbers.
6, 10, 7.
Are they scrolls or potions? That's my guess.
Man, it's been raining here like crazy. Has it been raining for you, Miri?
Yeah. Last night there was a really bad storm.
Yeah, I was here too.
There were a couple heavy downpours this afternoon, but nothing like last night.
It's still raining here.
It's been off and on tonight for me.
Uh, 7 and 9. Okay. So there are a couple of potions in here, as well as a scroll. A strange little silver raven figurine.
Ah.
I ain't touching that.
I mean, you're already
And-
cursed, so
And Darian Chomsky and Ziamat, give me D20 rolls.
Okay.
Alright.
Chomsky, give me a D100 roll.
Nice.
Ooh.
Legendary.
Lovely.
Legendary.
I don't remember what I have, but
He done got something.
Give me a D4 roll. Did you get a 3?
I believe so.
Alright. Uh... Now I need a moment. One is waiting with bated breath. All right, so there's what looks like next to the silver raven, a small onyx or not onyx, obsidian horse figurine as well.
I think we might have gotten 2 versions of the same item just now. They're cool items.
Yeah.
I mean, that's out of character. We have to identify them to know for sure, but
Well,
and I've never seen the second one, if it is what I think it is. I've never seen that item before.
Yeah.
But that is all that's in here.
Cool.
Cool.
Do we want to spend some time identifying these things? Or should we pack up and head out?
I think we can identify them when we get back. Travel.
I do
Yeah,
agree.
let's head back to the watch, and then that gives you access to labs for a couple days before we have to get back to.
Yeah, we can make
You
some
have
goggles of the
scars.
night. For
Yeah.
I think we have 3 people who need goggles of the night too. Three, right? We saw
I could
Arabelle
definitely
and
use some.
Darian.
Yeah,
Cool.
that'd be
Oh,
awesome.
who's taking these things?
Uslag would offer to carry the Silver Raven. She's just a little bit
there's
drawn to it a little bit.
spell scroll, 2 potions, and 2 figurines.
I was actually thinking that just in character flavor wise, like it almost the if it is what I assume it is, that the figurine of the Raven would Oslag might have the most affinity for it now.
I have
with Gal
no
having
idea
that.
what it is. It's just a raven, and considering her most recent experiences, she's drawn
Exactly.
to
Yeah,
it.
that's what I meant. That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking. Was you and Gal like being drawn to the symbology of
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
Yeah. Like Darian's like repulsed by it, and Uslag's like,
Yeah.
I'll take the scroll and potions until we can identify them, as well as the obsidian steed figurine.
All right.
I'll carry the Silver Raven.
All right. And you said you were heading back to Aldrin's watch.
Yep.
All right. So you get back to the keep without much issue. It seems like there are more people now, as more of the Midnight Pyre seem to have shown up. The keep seems, just like there's more of a activity here, and actually in the yard, some people have set up little stalls to do work on like blacksmithing and other craft type things as you come through. There's some applause for your group as several people shout "Splitlanders" and salute you.
Woo.
Darian.
Uslag recoils from the attention a little bit.
Wow,
We're
what
heroes, Mark.
don't forget, Uslag, your tribe is here, and they thought you. Oh, have you been here since they thought you were?
Oh
dead
yeah,
she
yeah.
has.
We've all
Okay,
caught
She-
up.
sorry, yeah,
She made her.
Yeah.
She had a reunion with everyone.
This is
Yeah, we
it's
had
still
fun.
strange that
That's
we're
right. We
considered heroes.
partied, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah,
was,
that's
that was
right.
some celebration.
I got really drunk and did backflips.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Well, what time of day is it?
It is. What did I say? It was.
Because I think we teleported to the Wraith Caves pretty much morning that day.
Yeah. Yeah, we
It's about 12:30 in the afternoon at this point.
Okay.
Well, should I? Yeah, sorry. Go ahead, Arabelle. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
When we had a week, correct, and we used a day searching for Remy, and this is our second day. Is that correct?
I
Or
believe
am I
so.
forgetting stuff?
Yeah, we have 3 days here before we have to travel back if we're traveling by foot.
Well, we still have Luca with us. I believe we can travel more
Yeah,
quickly.
that would be awesome.
Yeah, and you have the teleporter if you want to go back to your base in the pocket dimension.
Yeah.
To get to the Twilight Sanctuary, which is, I think, what we want to do while we're here, so that we have access to the labs.
Okay, so you're just going to go back to the Twilight Sanctuary? Is that the plan?
If we're planning on coming back to Aldrin's Watch afterwards, otherwise I would like to speak with I would just like to speak with my tribe members about us leaving before we go, because I feel like I just don't want to disappear from the Shadowfell and be like, where'd she go?
All right. So you go and speak with tribe members who it's Xylia, Una, Evel, and some of the others who are unnamed, I think, right?
I mean, I have them on my in my bio. There's like just a bunch. There's like Ivar, and yeah, there's probably about 10.
All right. Well,
There's
Una is probably kind of the de facto leader right now, right?
mhm.
Okay.
Have we seen Una?
I think so.
I remember
She's
there
more
was
like
one.
my like aunt, kind of.
Gotcha.
in a way.
I remembered there was one other than Xylia that had like talked to our group when we'd been here before, but I couldn't remember her name.
I think Grella was the old one, but she died.
Yeah, I don't think Arapel met Grilla.
Okay.
She's pretty awesome.
So
Oh, there she is. Oh yeah, I do remember that portrait. I mean, that's hard to forget, right?
So yeah, you let Una
Wow.
know. She she nods. She says, "Well, I think we will be safe here, at least for the time being. Myself and the sisters, we plan to stay here and assist you however we can."
Is there anything you want me to bring back? I was thinking Grella's ashes. I could bring those back. Or anything that you would like me to get for you or do for you while I'm on Gaian.
She says, "I don't think so.
Suppose.
Grella shall remain with us until we can travel back together to Gaian and bury her with our ancestors. Although at this point, Gaian does not seem to welcome us, so it's probably best we stay away for the time being."
Yeah, I'll see if I can look into that while I'm there.
Well, whatever
Perhaps
you
things have changed.
just perhaps whatever you think is best.
Okay. I hate leaving you guys here. I don't like it.
Well, we've been here a while. I'm just glad that you are alive and with us again. We've already lost Grella. I was sad to think we had lost you as well. But you are back, and that's what matters now.
We have business, so
She
take care of
says,
yourselves.
"What of our other member? What
Frey?
of
Ray.
Freya? Yeah."
I was just wondering. I assume you told her about that. You told them
Yeah.
about what happened when you came back.
Yeah,
right?
that our associate with the Raven Queen, I suppose.
Do you know of
working
a
on.
way we can get her back, or?
I could speak again with our Raven Queen ambassador.
Yali.
Yeah,
Yali.
Yali.
She
She
says,
said she would work on a way, but I don't
She is not dead, so I assume she just slumbers for now. But
know.
yeah, if you
I mean, someone could easily just like, if you need to speak with her, like just swap places with her for a little while. That's probably seems like an okay way to do it, I suppose.
we don't
Did
need
we?
to speak with her. We just were wondering, is there you said you were working on a way to get her back permanently, though, right?
I don't know how, but Yali said she would tell us when she found something. I think we just have to do more favors for the Raven Queen. I don't know. Do I know? Do I know of a way? I don't think I know.
No, Yali was a bit vague on how you could get your. Well, is she your cousin or your aunt? I forget.
She's not blood related. She's just kind
Just
of
a member.
like, yeah.
Tribe sister.
Yeah, Yali said she
One of
would
the
try
elder
to
ones.
figure out a way, but Yali doesn't have a direct connection to the Raven Queen, so she can't speak to her directly. So she nods and says, "All right, well, I was just curious."
Yeah, I haven't given up. I just don't. Yeah, we haven't come across anything yet that can help.
She says, well, very well. Yeah, just keep me informed of what you find out about that.
Okay.
And if there's anything we can do to help bring her back.
Arapel, were you going to say something?
I'm
Or was that-
sorry. I was trying to remember how much we had told our allies about the Twilight Sanctuary. Like, are they able to come and go from there freely and go see Frey? Do they know, like, did the angels say that our allies are accepted there? I couldn't remember how much we really told them or how much access they have there.
Right.
Uh,
We told Quince,
Okay, good.
but I think we said to try to keep it a little
Because
bit of
they're
a
a-
secret from the Midnight Pyre people, I guess.
Like, we're not
Yeah.
telling everyone,
Yeah.
but some of our
Right.
primary allies are probably aware of the whole story.
no.
Okay, all right. I was just trying to remember. I knew we talked to Quince because of Xeris, but yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Does anyone else want to do anything here before you travel back?
I'm just going to go to a merchant real quick and buy some arrows. I think we're a little low.
All right. Yeah. So there are some people here who can help you supply. It would just be book price for arrows.
Gotcha. So how much gold did we get? Or pale coin?
I think we have 15,000.
Okay.
And if you need any, Carl's carrying some. You could just take it out of his
all right.
pouch. Saddle
Yeah.
bag.
Carl
How
has
mu-
enough
how much
strength
do
to
you need?
carry all that.
So we got most of it in the bag of holding, and yeah, I forgot. Let me see. So
3,000 of it on Uthlog.
yeah, and
You guys are
so that
pretty
leaves
full up.
2,000 left for Carl,
Yeah, there's like a bunch
which is
in Arapel, but I think some of it was what we already had.
yeah.
Can we drop some of it off? Because it seems like a lot of weight. I don't think we need 15,000.
We could store it in our sanctuary.
If we're going back to Gaian, we may have need of it should we encounter like special
Well,
items that we need to.
This is pale coin, so this can only be spent in the Shadowfell.
Do you,
Touche.
well,
There
in
was
that
platinum.
case, in that case, do you guys have
Oh,
gold
pale
I can trade in? Because all I have is pale coin.
Oh, I have some gold.
Okay.
I
Well,
can use it.
this place
a lot
only
more.
takes pale coin. These
a lot
merchants.
more pale than standard than Gaian gold.
Okay.
When we get to Gaian, I can front you some coin.
Awesome. Thank you.
Welcome.
All right. So yeah, you take some coin from Carl. How much do you take?
I guess like 800.
Cool.
All right. Let's what is that, like 800 divided by 50? 16
about
pounds? Yeah, about
15,
16 pounds.
Yeah.
Okay. And you buy some arrows with that?
Yep.
Anyone else doing anything?
How much are 2 potions? Like healing potions?
So this place does not actually sell healing potions. No one here has them. But generally speaking, they're about 50 gold pieces each.
Golly.
I can give you one of my potions if you
I think
need.
the party has some healing potions, right?
Yeah.
Would definitely
We
appreciate it.
also have those 2 unidentified potions, and yeah.
No,
Well, and yeah, we should identify those while Darian is shopping and Islog is chatting.
Cool. Yeah, that sounds
So-
good. I will start doing that.
While you are in the main hall, Quince is going to come to you and say, I want to travel to the Twilight Sanctuary with you, if that's okay. I want to be near Xeris.
Did Yali give us any restrictions for who we could take there?
All she said was it's probably best not to try to bring too many people there.
Okay.
She
So
didn't
this is
say
a-
not to bring anyone.
Okay.
But Quinn says the Midnight Pyre is pretty much taking over this place. I'm fine to give it up to them. I mean, this is getting much more political, and I don't have much of an investment in the clash between the cultists and the Pyre, so I'd rather just stay near Xeris now that you found him until we figure out our next step.
I think that's a good step anyway, because you can perhaps gather more information during your visits to the sanctuary, and even come back and forth and maintain, our alliance, our relations with the Shadow Pyre, or the Midnight Pyre, and our access here and stuff.
She says, have you at all considered releasing him? Maybe we could just go back to Gaian with you. I mean,
Is it our call? Or I understood that we don't have that option. We're not the ones holding him.
Sort of.
There are other people, but I bet we could take him to Gaian.
Because
different plane.
Didn't we put him in a mirror? And here, just keep.
Yeah, we do have the mirror that's in Aldrin's watch that we discussed putting him in. I can't remember if we
I
actually
thought we did.
Oh.
Okay.
I thought he was still in the prison cell.
Yeah, I don't think you did yet. I think you were planning to.
I thought we discussed.
Yeah, we were like,
yeah.
Oh yeah, we were like, let's just go do some business there, and next time we come back, put him in the mirror.
I thought we proposed it to Yali, and that she was not comfortable with him leaving the Twilight Sanctuary. Like, they wanted to kill him. So, but since we talked him out of that, like, the choices were the mirror well, I guess Frainer's in there now, so I don't know if that mirror's an option.
Yeah, Yali was.
Rune is in.
Yali is doesn't necessarily want to release him, so I mean, you all are kind of in control of the area now, the jail, so it's sort of up to you. But you also might anger her if you just release him.
What about taking our life trapping mirror from Aldrin's watch to the Twilight Sanctuary?
Oh, I bet we could do that.
It might be safer there anyway.
Yeah, and that one you don't have to replace.
Well, just don't break it, Quinn says. There's still a demon in there.
We have to move it with extraordinary care. But, like, is that something we want to consider doing while we're here?
Let's suggest to Yali that we put him in the prison, in the mirror in Aldrin's watch. Like, that might be a good compromise. He's still not free, but he's not here.
And does it
I don't know.
matter for Yali if it's on the material plane?
Oh, wait. I have in my notes that you did... No, that can't be right. Alright, I'm going to say you didn't move him to the mirror yet, because, Yali was asking you not to.
I thought that we proposed it to Yali, but I didn't think we'd actually moved him yet.
Now,
do we trust that he would remain in the mirror of life trapping if we put him in there and then went back to Gaian and left Quince just sitting and staring at her partner in a mirror? I mean, I guess, I don't know, maybe we haven't told her the command words, but she could potentially find them out, because I think she's Zatian as well, so she's probably, you know what I mean? I don't know, I'm not
mirror of life trapping, you can speak, the one that, we have at Aldrin's watch, you can still speak to the person, because I remember we talked to, like, all of the residents of that mirror.
I just meant that if she is pining for him and wanting to release him, then honestly, like, not saying that she's not still our ally and that we shouldn't trust her, I feel like us going away and not knowing when we're coming back, she very well might decide to free him. And she might have the means of discovering the command word in the same way we did.
Yeah.
Because she's a Zatian of our level, isn't she?
Similar level, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, here's the list.
I'm fine with any of these options. I'm just kind of thinking out loud.
As long as it was, I'm a little worried about moving that mirror because I've seen all of its residents, and some of them are very dangerous.
I say no to trying to move it to Gaian, but moving it to the Twilight Sanctuary is a relatively short trip. If we take extreme care, build like a rolling structure to put it on and wrap it in cloths or something super cautious, then I think that's a shortish trip, and I think it actually might be safer there than here.
Yeah, should that get broken here, that's bad. But yeah. Okay.
And with different political leaders possibly coming and going here, there's always the chance that people with various intentions or opportunistic people might happen upon it, no matter how we, try to kind of keep it on the down low here, more so than there,
Yeah.
So I vote. Let's go talk to. Let's do what we need to do in the Twilight Sanctuary. Give Gnome some lab time, but I think potentially asking Ali about moving Xyrus to the Mirror of Life trapping might be a good course of action, and possibly moving that Mirror of Life trapping to a safe place in the sanctuary, maybe even the secret room or something in the sanctuary, might be a good option.
Sounds good to me.
Trying to figure out who you freed from the mirror already.
There was the drow
guy,
assassin that turned into
a
vampire and tried to kill us. Yeah, something like that.
Sounds cool.
Yeah, because Rune swapped places, or because I don't know why Rune just. Rune just decided to
gnome that
hang
disappeared. The wizard gnome that was fake.
Oh yeah, so we
Hollow
released
hands.
two people. Yeah,
Iranye Hollow Hands.
Yeah, yeah. Well, but that turned out to be. It was like he just kind of melted. He said something about contingency plans and melted. So yeah.
Oh, I wonder if that was the spell contingency plan.
Is that a spell?
It is. It's a spell where you basically ready a spell to take effect in certain conditions.
Oh.
Yeah. No, Hollow Hand melted. So that one is empty.
Wait, is he dead or he disappeared? Like when you say melted,
sense that it wasn't
It
the
looked
real.
like it was a fake. We had investigated.
Okay.
I had met him before, and something seemed off. I think.
Yeah.
What about the Shadow Dancer? I don't think you freed him.
Was that the elf thing, the shadow elf that attacked us?
Oh, is it
Vendo?
No.
All right. Well, in any case,
it was an assassin. I know that.
Honestly, I'm mixed up a little bit.
Yeah,
because
I think that was. Okay.
I think I'm thinking of another game and mixing up the assassin and the rogue.
This is what happens when you play too many games.
Yeah.
Like,
it was also.
I'm just kidding. I totally encourage it because I'm right there next to you.
Oh no, we released an angel.
Alana Brightflame, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I met her in a
Yeah.
different game, but it wasn't from
She
the
helped
mirror.
us.
Okay.
She helped us fight the.
Yeah. Okay. I recognized the name, but it wasn't from the mirror in the game that I encountered her. So
I didn't realize we released so many people.
Yeah, you guys actually. That was before I.
Well, I'm trying to.
I'm
trying to figure out who's still in there. So there's a couple of demons.
Is it like a demon? Yeah. Nobody releases that one.
There's a couple of demons, a dire troll, and there's 2 characters, but I don't think you released either of them. Or unless one of them was the assassin. Let me see if I can.
There was an assassin. I can't remember if they were. Yeah. I honestly don't remember too much, like whether they were male or female or anything like that. I have no idea.
That was like.
I just remember they turned into a vampire and tried to kill us.
I remember. See, I've never encountered the vampire in any other games that you guys are talking about. So that's. I think I know which one that
became
was.
one due to the void mist stuff.
Oh, and then I think there's like another alpha drow or roguey type something that
Well, Go ahead.
did release in another game, but not in this one. Is what I'm gathering. Yeah,
I'll
but the only
just
ones
I'll
named-
I'll keep looking
the
through
only
my
ones-
notes, but what do you all want to do?
Cool.
Okay.
Did any of the identifiers go off? Well, I guess I would read the scroll.
So
But,
you're doing the identifies at the keep here?
Or were we going to go through the teleportation circle first?
Well, I think while Darian was shopping and while Ruslav
Yeah,
was
we were
chatting,
Cool.
yeah, you were doing that.
Yes. So I would
So-
guess I would
All right.
do some identifies here.
So you said you want to read the scroll?
Yeah, I'll start with reading the scroll.
You speak Elven?
Ooh, I don't think I do. I think I
So
would need to hand that off to somebody else. Does anybody speak Elven?
I don't even remember what I
Arabelle,
speak.
Ziamat.
I might know
I
some
think
curse
not.
words.
I do not.
Elven or Elvish?
Yes.
Elvish. I mean, same
Same
thing.
thing.
Over. Give me that scroll.
I will hand it over to Ziamat.
It is the spell scroll illusory script.
Ooh.
What's that do?
That's a great question. What does that do?
I think it lets us encode a message without anybody else reading it.
Bard, Warlock, Wizard.
So none of us.
Wait, but Ziamat can use it.
Oh, Ziamat.
Yeah, I was about to say, toss that.
My bad. I forgot.
Yeah, I
You're
was about to
wizard.
say.
Cool.
Imagine just
So that's all
Chomsky
yours.
just reading that
In
over my
fact-
shoulder. And he's like, no one else can have this. I was like, that's me, buddy.
And I think you can even you copy it or can you only do
Yeah.
see it's a ritual, so you can copy that into your spell book when we get some fancy inks.
Yeah,
Oh,
for sure.
And then you'll be able to use it again and again.
Tell Darian to get magical ink at the market.
I think we might have to make it for him. or find someone to make it for him. It's a crafting item, I think.
Cool. Yeah, and then 2 potions would be next.
So the first potion is a potion of healing. The second potion is a potion of animal friendship.
Cool.
You can make friends with bunnies.
The figurine is this thing.
All right, if I link this, it's going to be a great big long wall of text. Here it is. The
And Uslag, you said you got one?
I mean, I'm just holding
she's-
on to it. She's very curious about it and just kind of fiddling with it and like looking at it, but
Cool.
she doesn't really claim it as hers necessarily. But...
let you know that how to activate it and what it does.
and it does not require attunement.
Can
So.
be activated.
Yeah, it's like a familiar kind of.
Yeah. But only works once
Oh.
every...
Chomsky, what is your alignment? I feel like that's going to come into play here.
I think the best thing to do is to let Darian hang on to the
The steed?
yeah.
Okay.
He can
What
ride it and use his steady aim and stay
Yeah,
out of
but
trouble.
If he has a good alignment, there's a 10% chance that he's not going to be able to
That's
get
why
it to follow his
that's
order.
why Darian should hold on to it rather than me.
Oh, okay. Are you
After-
neutral? Okay, cool.
I assume after Darian heisted
I'll take it.
the entire yeah.
I wasn't
Oh, yeah.
sure if if you were neutral or good. So
No, yeah.
Because-
yeah.
because Gnome, that was your wish list item.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I think if it's better for Darian.
It does definitely open some doors for some interesting like uses and utility.
Yeah.
Having a
Yeah.
nightmare show up.
Is it
But-
the same speed as a horse? It, like, how much
It's
is
a
it?
little more powerful than a horse,
Oh, really?
I think. Yeah, you can fly it. It flies.
Oh, that'd be a fucking
Yeah,
awesome.
like
90
it's like,
feet.
isn't it like wingless flight? Do I remember that correctly?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, wow.
It has to be created from a Pegasus that involves torturous removal of a Pegasus's wing.
Yeah. I can't
Yeah.
link monsters. I can't link monsters from D&D Beyond, but I'm sure Lou can pull it up. The nightmare.
But
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, that's the obsidian. Yeah, gotcha. But the actual nightmare stats, like, I am sure are in the compendium.
Yeah, so you can summon it for 24 hours once every 5 days.
Okay.
That's pretty cool. It could be a nice GTFO or distraction or utility or messenger or...
And the other thing the nightmare has is a ethereal stride, where it can transport 3 willing creatures within 5 feet of it to the ethereal plane from the material plane, or vice versa.
And by vice versa, it means it can bring us back.
Yeah.
So it doesn't, I'm seeing that now. It doesn't specify any time limit on that.
No, but the thing only exists for 24 hours.
But do we stay on the ethereal plane if he hasn't brought us back?
Sounds like it.
When he goes, oh, I guess you would just summon him again then. Okay. Well, 5 days later.
But you have to, yeah. That could be fun.
Well, if we really need to GTFO, I guess 3 of us can get away.
For a long time. Or you could poof, come back, and then poof again.
This is really cool. I've the figurine of Wondrous Power. I've only ever seen the Raven actually show up in my game, so this is really cool.
Yeah.
So
I don't know how it ended up on my wish list, but it sounds cool.
You're like, oh, I
ended up there.
You didn't specify a figurine, so I just chose one that was what you rolled.
Yeah.
That's about what I mean. I think they're all good and useful.
Yeah, and I think there's only like 2 that are very rare. Like, so I think you've got one of the 2 rarest.
Yeah. I think it's. Let me see.
Oh, actually, no, I lied. There's
one.
only one that's very rare.
Yeah, it's a seeding seed.
I think I was
Yeah.
at the low end was hoping for the ivory goats.
Yeah, actually, the goats is one that I had on one of my wish lists for a while. Because one of my characters had a mount. One of my characters had a tortoise mount, but then everywhere we went, the tortoise couldn't go because we were like climbing into sewers and like climbing mountains and shit. So like I was like, all right, I want the ivory goats to summon my mounts whenever I need them.
But yeah, I think we have everything. So yeah, Darian, you gonna take you? Would you like that steed?
Sure, it's not cursed, is it?
You're not.
If it
good,
doesn't
are
like
you?
you, if it doesn't like you, it might be rather like a curse when you
Oh,
summon
horses
it.
love me. Don't worry about it. Horses love me.
I don't think. Don't call it a horse in its presence.
Oh, okay.
I don't think
Oh,
it would
this-
appreciate.
Yeah.
There
Magnificent steed.
you go.
There you go.
Are you summoning it?
Oh no. I'm
Alright.
safe. Although I will play with it like a toy, like top on the
He's kind of like
ground.
galloping along the
Yeah.
along a table.
This magnificent mare summoning steed, and I'm playing with it like a toy.
All right, guys,
Alright, so what do you
let's
want to do?
let's go get some laboratory time.
It's about
Alright,
1:30 at the moment. And you said you're going to move the mirror to the to your base.
Are we doing that now, guys?
I'd say so.
All right.
I mean, I don't know. Next time we'll be able to.
Yeah, I think we need to build a cart or find a cart that's going to roll smoothly, and we need to wrap that mirror up really, really well in all the blankets and tapestries we can find.
And let Carl. Cool. Well,
All right.
Not like a big
I bet-
cart, but the cart that putzes around office buildings. You know, that kind of cart.
yeah, one of them.
Yeah. Not like a cart drawn by a horse. Yeah. Just something that's gonna roll smoothly on wheels and let us set it on it and keep it safe.
Cool. Let's do that. Or, well, I mean, we can try to find it. How long would it take me to craft it?
To craft what?
A cart. It takes a quarter of the time for me.
So a
So if we
cart.
could do it in like an hour, that would be.
Yeah, well,
Or
I
is there-
mean, how much does a
Or is there
cart cost?
something?
Because
Well, we
it's
don't mean
15.
we don't mean a horse-drawn cart. We mean like a dolly, like a four-wheel dolly that we can lay the mirror on top of and
Oh,
push it down the hallway.
I'm not making a horse-drawn cart. I'm making an alpaca-drawn cart.
Alright, well, you have to bring it down the stairs too.
Uh,
But sure, yeah, you get a cart and move the mirror, and you are going back to your other base.
Perfect. That was easier than I expected it to be. I thought that
We've
the mirror
been
was on this
testing.
level. I didn't realize it was on a different
No,
level.
it's upstairs.
Okay. This isn't the level where the Shadow Kai were making out in the room with the fireplace.
No,
Sorry,
that's
never mind.
upstairs.
See, you guys cleared this temple or this fort without me, so I'm like totally having all the wrong memories pop into my head.
Alright, so you teleport back to your base.
Oh, look, I'm on this map already.
Alright, so what do you want to do? Oh, well, where do you want to put the mirror, I guess?
Let's put it in the secret room. What do you guys think?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Secret room? Alright.
And Quince came with us.
Yeah, Quince joined you here.
Yeah, dude. But after that, I would want to go to the Advanced Magical Lab and start crafting Goggles of the Night.
Okay.
Remind me, I know I just did it like a session or two ago, but remind me how many hours it was for me to craft them, to write scrolls, to cast spells into scrolls.
How many hours? It says it under the downtime activities for
Okay, let me
making
find it, sorry.
scrolls.
Yeah.
8
I'll find
hours
it.
per
I can't.
level?
Yeah, I couldn't remember if it was a whole 8 hours, a whole day, or not. But yeah, I know Arapel's done it once or twice lately. So
Yeah, I think it's 8 hours per level.
okay, I might do that if we're here for a day or two.
Alright, so there is now a mirror in the supply room, or in the secret room. So Chomsky, you said you're going to the lab, so you can put yourself in there.
Cool.
Uslog, are you doing anything during these this downtime?
No, I don't think I've learned enough about smithing to really do anything of use in the lab there, but no, I guess you just like hang
You
out and
can
help
try
anyone
to
that needed it.
learn a language or learn a tool. Put a day
Yeah,
towards
Gal-
one of
You'd be
those.
able to double up because I think I was teaching you smithing before, right?
Yeah, Chomsky was teaching me smithing, but I guess if Gao came with us, which I don't know if he did, I would continue my elfin
Cool.
lessons. Yeah.
Yeah, Gao is here. He's in one of the rooms, I'll say.
Oh, okay.
He's staying here for now. So yeah, he can keep teaching you. Put a day towards, you said, one of your languages?
Yeah. Elfin.
Okay. What about Arapel?
I'm gonna write
So
a
go ahead
scroll,
and put
but
yourself in the room with Gao there.
is there like a desk or a writing surface I can use in here, or should I go to a different lab?
No, you can use this lab. You can use.
Okay, then yeah, I'll probably hang out.
You actually
with
don't
Gnome.
even need a lab to make a scroll. You just need the inks.
I figured. I just feel like Arapel would go to the lab with Gnome, but he's going to use one of these surfaces as like a kind of a writing table and work on casting a spell into a scroll.
Okay.
And I think I don't have to do that all in one day, right?
No, you can split up. You would just put it under the downtime activities tab.
Okay, so I'm going to start writing a scroll. I'll figure out which one and how much, but go ahead and move on to the others.
Okay. Darian? What are you working on today?
I guess I will join the class.
Put a day towards learning that language.
Yeah.
Patrick out to teach us some more foul language in
Yeah.
the Elven tongue.
All right. And
Please.
our new person, Ziamat. Any idea of what you would do with your downtime?
He's definitely gonna take a fat nap. That's my raves, and he feels that everything is already being taken care of, and he's just gonna take a nap in this one right there. I don't know why my things not going on the board.
All right. In case you want to look, there's a couple of things you can do with downtime. Where is it?
Yeah, and I guess we would give you sort of a tour of the place too, so you kind of knew,
But you can,
what was available.
to do certain downtime activities, you need to have certain resources. But like, for example, you could learn a new language from someone, learn how to use tools. You can make a scroll, make a magical item. There's all sorts of different things you can work on.
What
Oh,
about
read
making the
that
inks
wrong.
for that scroll he just got? For putting it in his spell book.
Well,
does
to
that
make
work?
inks, you would need to have alchemy. I'm not sure if Ziamet has alchemy as one of his skills.
Yeah, dude. I read it wrong. I thought downtime activities was 8 hours. I thought there was a time to it. So, okay. Definitely.
Well, it is 8 hours per day that you're putting into it, and most things require multiple days.
Yeah,
So you
I
would
just-
be getting part of that time today, and then we'll pass the rest here and get some more time tomorrow.
Yeah, I read it. I read it wrong. My bad.
No
I'll
worries.
say. I think I would just help like I did the first time. I think I just help Chomsky with whatever he's building. Oh wait, no, actually, no, you're right. If I have I thought you had the scroll, Arabelle. That's my bad. I was. I can't do it right. Yeah, I think I just spend my time assisting Chomsky with whatever he needs.
Okay.
So we don't have anyone in the party with alchemy?
Chomsky.
I have.
Oh, except he's busy.
He's got so many projects.
Chomsky's got everything. Yeah, this is like my only character without alchemy, so I actually kind of forget. So yeah, when we get back to the next city that we're in, let's find some ink for.
Yeah, you can also buy magical inks in certain places. All right, so you said you're helping Chomsky.
Would they have magical inks in Aldrin's Watch? The quartermasters there?
Where you just were? No, they didn't have. They wouldn't have inks
Okay,
there.
that's what I thought. Yeah.
So Chomsky, what were you working on?
Goggles of the Night.
All right, and you said you were helping him. Okay, so we can put 2 days towards that then. If Ziamat is helping. Do you have all the materials you need for it, or do you need me to tell you what those are?
I would like to hear them again, but I believe we do have them all.
All right, so Goggles of the Night. Let me see. Oh, I'm just going to look at the compendium. That's an uncommon item, right?
Correct.
Alright, so Goggles of the Night will require 200 GP of components.
Cool.
And I think it takes you 3 days. Right? Or it's one third the time?
A quarter the time.
So like a day and a
I
quarter.
have 20 hours written down, but that might be wrong.
So usually it would take 2 weeks.
So a quarter
10
of
days.
80 is
So what's a quarter of 10 days? 2.5
2.5?
days?
2.5. 2.5 days.
So 20 hours now, you're right. So about 2.5 days. Okay. You would also need a... you would need 20 gold pieces worth of 20 gold pieces worth of essence from a creature CR 4 or over.
Cool. So let's see. Would void essence diva?
Void elemental? Yeah, I believe void elemental is
Oh,
6, so that should work.
cool.
If you want to use
I have,
20
or
void.
what about wraith? What about wraith? I have a lot of wraith.
Wraith is 5, so yeah, Wraith would work as well.
Cool. So let's expend 20 of wraith essence because we have way too much of that.
Alright, so
Cool.
the
And
2 of
200.
you
Cool. Great.
working on that.
I think I'm gonna do a scroll of revivify. It was gonna take me a full week, so we won't finish it while we're here. But I'm gonna start working on having that in our back pocket.
Give
That
me...
is
Arapel-
genius, Arapel.
Arapel uses up his high level spell slots too fast.
So give me... so you could put 16 hours in today with the 2 of you. So
that's awesome.
you would
that's
need
cool.
4 more hours. Yeah,
Cool.
2 of you work together. Okay. So yeah, everyone put their time in for their downtime activity. I'll say the day passes without too much issue.
So I get 8, correct?
What were you doing?
Scroll. I get 8 hours towards that.
Yeah, 8 hours. Yeah.
Perfect.
You get 1 day of downtime. So yeah, you spend the day doing that. It's getting late. I will. You don't really have a food supply here yet, so at this point, you would still have to spend food because you have to eat.
Didn't we find a ton of food over here?
You might have.
We did not take it all. We took the wine, but we didn't take the food.
Oh yeah, I thought there was like stores of food here.
Let me look.
Let's see. Stronghold.
Yeah, if you haven't marked down your stronghold, then it should still be
Okay,
there.
Wine, ale, and 275 days of ration at Twilight Sanctuary.
There we
Alright,
go.
so then yeah,
I think
just
we took
minus
some
6
of the
of those.
wine and ale down to Alder's Watch, but yeah,
We did. It used to be 100 ale and 250 wine. So
Yeah, so just minus 6 of those.
cool.
Uh,
Anybody? Yeah. Cool.
Alright, and the day would pass. So it's now the 8th of winter at 8 a.m. What do you want to do today?
Zia, Matt, you ready for another hard day in the lab?
Oh yes, sir.
I can just see the others going crazy while we just hang out in the labs, and they're like, "Oh my god, this is bar raid."
Nerds.
Yeah.
But yeah, Arapel's gonna do the same thing today as well.
Alright, well, I think you only need 4 more hours on your goggles, right?
We're going to try to create 2 pairs of goggles.
Oh, okay. So your first pair would complete with the 4 hours. So go ahead and give me a D100 roll for complications
Woohoo!
to see if anything goes wrong.
Both of those, or just him?
Just him. No, so yeah, you get a pair of goggles of the night created.
I have
Cool.
a question. If he rolls 100 on that D100, would they be like extra long goggles of the night, like 80
Nope.
feet?
I was
Best
just
goggles
rolling,
ever made.
just rolling to see if they blow up.
Okay.
So you have another 12 hours today you can put towards the second pair. And the rest you can put another day towards your downtime.
So does that mean I can do 16 hours towards mine?
No, you can only do 8 hours in a day.
Oh, that's right. You're doubling it for the... okay, gotcha.
Because
Yeah,
both
that
of them are working on it, yeah.
Okay, but I'll have 16 total because of yesterday. So, all right.
Yes.
Towards my 40. So,
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So yeah.
And I would give, I guess, Arapel those goggles of the night.
Much obliged. And now you can have your infusion back for other things.
Yes.
And
All right.
I will mark that it's now permanent and not an infusion on my inventory.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
So I will keep attempting to pass time unless anyone's doing anything.
Is Yali around? Has she kind of appeared at all?
You haven't seen her in a while. Her angels are still within the cathedral, but you haven't seen her.
Okay. I guess I would ask out. I mean, if you've heard, have you heard from Yali at all?
She said she was traveling to the south of the Empire to investigate the cult, but she didn't give me much in the way of information, unfortunately.
I guess, I'm assuming, are you staying here when we go back to Guyane?
Says for now, unless you think you need me. I was planning to
I was
stay here.
just, if we needed to contact her, if you're not around, you've sort of been our liaison. I didn't know if you knew any way to get in touch should we need her help or questions. I kind of want to keep an eye on what's going on with Frey and stuff like that.
Says no, I haven't really bothered her much. I figured I would just let her do her own thing. But
Okay.
I can,
I guess she'll
if I see
contact
her,
us.
I can try to get in touch with her and let her know that you're looking for her.
It's not anything specific unless I just want, if she needs to contact us, yeah.
He nods and says, well, I'm sure she'll be back if she needs to contact us, or when she does.
Okay.
Right? Anyone else doing anything? Or shall I keep passing time? So you got your second day of downtime activity. Second day of food usage. Go ahead and spend another, I guess 5 food now, technically, since your elephant guy left.
Well, and Arapel doesn't eat.
Oh, well, maybe 4 days then. 4 days worth of food. So
I wonder,
time.
was Luca gonna hang out with us for a little while because we asked if
It'd be nice
he
to
could transport us back.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Oh, yeah, okay, so I guess keep it 5 days then. I guess
Yeah,
he can.
and we didn't know he was leaving when we transported here with his ability, so hopefully he'll take us back. Also, I think since we've been in combat so much, he's kept him away. But during this time, Arapel would let Sprock get out, so there would be a clockwork sparrow fluttering around the laboratory as we're working.
Carl's gonna playfully chase Sprocket around.
All right.
Love it. Actually, Lou, I have a new token. I wanted you to. I just noticed I can't replace the token, so I changed his art, so I'll send you the token.
All right. So the 8th. So you spent the 5 food. The 8th goes into the 9th of winter. At 8 a.m. You gonna keep doing downtime stuff, or you want to do something else?
How are we doing on time to get back? For
I think we have 2 more days. So we had a total of 5 days, and I think we've used 2 of them. This will be our 3rd day here.
Okay, and you're putting another 16 hours towards the goggles, right?
That would be the plan.
All right, and another 200 GP of Arcane and 20 of Wraith.
Yep, use all of that up.
Okay, so you spend the day once again at the tables working on your goggles, enchanting the lenses, and getting that all done. Arapel is... what is she doing?
8 more hours towards my Revivify scroll.
Oh, towards the scroll, okay. And the other 2 are learning a language. So yeah, another day of downtime to your projects. Things have been passing quietly. Your ally is mostly what's her name? Quince, right? Quince has mostly been in her room and speaking with Xeris in the cells. She would approach you today and say, I know you said you're heading back to Gaian soon. I was just curious if you gave Xeris' release any thought.
We should do that. Sorry.
So she would come talk to, I guess, I don't know, who's in charge?
Do we have a leader?
Uslag.
I imagine,
No.
yeah, I was going to say, it's
I
gotta be
guess Uslag, yeah.
I mean, I guess in this case, maybe she
By
would have a
default.
little bit, but well, I think we're leaning towards it's best to keep him here. We brought that mirror. You were there when we brought the mirror. For now, until we know for sure that he's not susceptible to the Shadow Lord's influence. Yali, I guess it was Yali, didn't seem happy about the thought of freeing him completely, but seems like this is a compromise.
Give me a persuasion check.
Damn it. Okay, well, I'll try that again because that did not go through.
Oh, wow.
He says, but the evil has been separated from him. I don't see the point in keeping him here, Uslag. You know that he's a good person.
I don't want to anger Yali. We thought about maybe seeing if we could take him back to Gaian with us. If him being out of this plane would be enough, but
She says, is this the Yali who isn't even here? I haven't even met this person yet. I don't think she'll care.
I'm assuming that everyone else is sort of around for this. Maybe
Are
I don't
they?
know. I don't know. I have
Are
to
you in the
say I
classroom?
don't want to. I don't. This is kind of what we.
This is
discussed
kind of
last-
off to the side in private. She's
Yeah.
talking
Oh,
to you.
okay.
Okay.
Well,
Unless
I'm
you
not-
want to go get everyone to talk about this. It is in the evening after the downtime project, so
Oh, okay.
if you want, you could try to bring everyone together to talk.
It's just
Uslag
it's not.
knows that Chomsky trusts her,
Okay.
and whatever she thinks best, I will follow.
Well,
And I don't
there's-
disagree with her. Or with not.
there's some
well-
people in our group that still don't trust him.
I think he's an asshole.
Oh, remember, none of you are there right now. This is off to the side.
I was picturing Darian
Actually,
in my
I
head when I
think-
was saying that.
I think Darian and Usa are together, aren't they? Or did
This
you
is
know, you said-
after. Yeah, this
Oh, you
is.
said
Yeah,
you
after.
said Quince
She just
pulled her off to the
approached me,
side. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, this would be after the downtime stuff for the day. She
Mhm.
came to you.
Yeah. I do want to free him, and I trust him. If we, I don't know. It just sounds like if we release him, we'll anger her, and I don't want to do that. She's not here, but she seems to be aware of things that are going on. I don't know. I don't really understand.
Give
the whole
me
DA.
another persuasion check.
This is why I'm not the leader, guys.
Who is the leader then?
We don't have one.
Who was it?
I mean, I can.
Well-
Yeah, that's a
She
little
says-
better.
Didn't you all free this place from the Shadow Lord's influence? I mean, Yali sort of owes you, doesn't she? I feel like this was
Does.
very
She's not
little.
gonna.
See, Quince is the
I
one
don't
with
think.
all the persuasion. She says, this seems like very little to ask to be able to free a friend of yours. I don't think she'll mind if you explain it to her when she comes
Yeah.
back.
The thing is, though, Quince, he accepted the Shadow Lord twice. Once it was, yes, under pressure. Second time, I don't know. He called him in, so I don't know. It's
Well, she says the Shadow Lord is banished from him now and is trapped in the Shadowfell. Wouldn't it be better if he was taken away from the Shadowfell where he can't be
yeah,
influenced again?
definitely. Yeah, I do think that would be a good option.
So
This
yeah,
is not the Shadowfell, remember?
Oh yeah, this is technically not the Shadowfell.
but he's
I know, I'm not
obviously
there.
been able to get here, so this place can't be free of his influence.
Well, she wanted to put him in the prison where he would never be able to escape. So
Well, first she wanted to kill him. Oh, sorry.
yeah, see, yeah.
But do
I
you?
feel like so far this has been our compromise, but if
She says,
I
but
very much
do you?
want him to return to Gaian, but
Give me one more persuasion check.
I mean, if
At
I'm
least
not really going to be able to.
At least Darian isn't doing the morning water torture.
God.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I
That's a
forgot
win.
about that.
Good,
I
because
guess
Quinn
Aaron
would probably
will
kill
do
you if you did that. Yeah. Okay. It's hard. She's doing such a bad job at persuading because she wants
heart's not in
to.
it.
Yeah, her heart's not in it at all. At all.
She kind of agrees with Quince a little.
Yeah.
So Quince just sort of sighs and says, well, I guess we don't want to anger Yali, even though it sounds like you owe Yali much more than she owes you. But I'll respect your decision. I just don't think it's the right one. And she's just going to leave if you don't say anything.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, she feels really bad.
So time continues to pass. Evening becomes nightfall. Go ahead and spend 5 more food as it is the next day.
Would we spend any more time talking about Xeris after the party?
Oh, that's up to
reconvenes?
you. Do you want to?
Well, no, I'm asking Uslag.
Do you want to
Like,
bring it up to the group, Uslag? Like,
when we're
Yeah,
gathered for dinner
yeah.
or something.
I mean,
Sure.
she looks like she's like torn up about it a little bit. She doesn't like how she disappointed Quince. And
So-
she's a little bit mad at Yali, and yeah.
So here's my thought.
maybe tomorrow morning, as you're waking up, Uslag sort of assembles everyone to speak.
Breakfast. Okay.
Yep.
That's fine.
Splitlanders, assemble.
My thought is that him being in the prison where he now resides is no different from letting him go. If the Shadow Lord wishes to influence him again, we know he can infiltrate this place as well as any other that Xeris may go to. Putting him in the mirror would be the only way to ensure, well, even then, we don't know the Shadow Lord's abilities, but would be more likely to ensure that the Shadow Lord cannot touch him again. But if we do not wish to exhort to such extremes as putting him in the mirror, then I don't know that keeping him in prison makes any difference.
Can we just throw them both in
I
the
agree.
dungeon?
No.
Well, they'll be together forever. There we go.
So you're going to condemn Xeris or Quince, the innocent one, to like an inescapable prison?
She can decide if she wants to go in or not.
No. Absolutely out of the question.
No, Arapel would
Uslag
not
crosses
go.
her arms.
Arapel's with Uslag on this one. That's pretty cruel.
It's just a suggestion. God.
This is why you got the nightmare.
If you all are okay with potentially, angering Yali a little, I'm all for taking him back to Gaian.
Let us inform Yali's angels in a diplomatic way that he is as vulnerable to a connection with the Shadow Lord again in this prison as anywhere else, and There is an innocent man who was manipulated by the Shadow Lord there, and other innocent lives that are affected by his fate, since particularly. So we have decided to travel with him back to his home plane where he belongs. Like we deliver this news to Yali's agents so that we seem to be, sharing information and not keeping anything from her, but we do so in a way in which we are relaying information that has already been decided, not asking the question. This is my proposal.
We could phrase it as we're like outcasting him from the Shadowlands.
Yeah. Removing
Yeah.
him from influence of the realm where the Shadow Lords are most powerful.
I could.
Well, I do not know much about this Quince, but Xeris put up quite a fight as the Shadow Lord, Luca says. I'm hesitant to free him, but at the same time, if he is truly separated from the Shadow Lord, he should not languish. What do you think, Chomsky? You've been strangely silent through all this.
I agree with Airpel and Uslag. I am all about upsetting what's her name a little bit and taking.
Okay.
I don't think we're all about upsetting her, but
Chomsky's a rebel.
Yeah,
Patriarchy.
But if we can explain to her that we're doing this not to, spite her or anything, it's because that he's, exactly. Like Garipel said, just as vulnerable here as on Gaian.
Down with the man.
Yeah.
What about Ziamat?
On him.
Well, we do not know if they will remain in our company once we reach Gaian, but I do not know that it is our place to ensure that they do. We could encourage Quince to stay in contact with us should she observe any behavior that worries her.
Oh, did you invite Quince to this meeting, or is this just the group? I assumed you didn't.
No.
Yeah.
I didn't for now. I figured we'd discuss it and then bring our new idea, compromise or whatever to Quince.
Maybe she's not a morning person and she comes to breakfast a little late, so we have a little chance.
Oh yeah, she's definitely not a morning person, if I remember correctly.
That was my thought too. I couldn't quite remember.
All right. Well, yes, that's just my opinion, Luca says, but
Consider, Luca, if you had encountered an entity during your time traveling with this company that had possessed your mind or influenced your mind for a time and you were free of it, or at least potentially free of it, would you not want us to give you the benefit of the doubt and explore every possibility to trust that you are free of it and that you are autonomous once again?
Says, well, yes, I agree he should be released if he truly is free of the Shadow Lord. I don't think he should languish in that cage. It's hard to say how much of the decisions were his, though, and how much blame should be put on the entity.
From my understanding of with what I've been, with the data that I have gathered from the conversations regarding this company's past exploits, it did seem like the control gradually shifted more and more with the passage of time. He accepted the Shadow Lord when the Shadow Lord was weak and could assist the party in a dire need. But as time went on, the Shadow Lord gained greater and greater control, possibly in the early stages without Xeris fully realizing how much the power was increasing. Additionally, Xeris gained extra powers that benefited the group during that time as a result of the Shadow Lord's influence, which he readily accepted because, again, they assisted the group in times of need. So you can see how it was a delicate web that Skybok spun.
Mm-hmm.
And beyond that, Shadow Lords are powerful and not to be trusted. And I don't know how much blame there should hold.
Says, well, you make a good argument. All right. Well, I will abstain from this vote as Xeris was before my time anyway, and I don't think I should have a say in this because I did not know him when he was your ally.
Well, by that logic, I too should abstain. I simply relay the gathered
By
the
that
data.
logic, I think Uslog's the only one here that can't.
Yeah, I am simply regurgitating the data I have acquired in a reorganized manner to analyze the situation and the possible choices.
I think you have a pretty good understanding of it, and yeah.
So,
And all of you have had a chance to talk to Xeris since, and so.
That's true. And Quince, yeah.
So is our decision to free him then?
I think we are going to diplomatically inform Yali's angels that we will be taking him with us when closer to the time we are ready to leave. But yes, I believe that is our course of action.
And he just nods. Okay, so today, what are we doing?
Do you need any more time, Chomsky?
He made his two goggles.
Oh, you got two. Okay. So I would happily work on more downtime, but I think we don't want to be too tight getting back to New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Lou, didn't you say that these laboratories offered like a bonus?
+2, yeah.
Okay, so does that affect the amount of time for my scroll in any way?
It only gives bonuses to when a roll would be made.
Okay.
It doesn't make it quicker. Yeah.
All right, just checking. All right, so I've got 24 hours in on that 40-hour project. So, but I can finish that next time we have some downtime. So, I am happy to stay or go per the group's plan.
Yeah. I mean, it's morning time, so yeah. Do you want to wait or do you want to head back out?
Do we want to pass another day and then transport back tomorrow? Or do we not want to cut it that close? Because tomorrow is the last day we should probably return to New Hampshire.
I'd rather go now, but that's me.
There was a lot of demand on Chomsky's abilities, like inks, potions, all sorts of things. So,
are there any other projects you would want to start on, Chomsky? Like the next magic item you have on your list or anything like that?
I mean, the only thing that we're short on, I think we could use a pair of goggles, but that I think will take too long.
Another pair of goggles, did you say?
Right, for Darian, you, and Uslog. Uslog, you don't have dark vision, do you?
Gotcha.
Nope.
So there's
I do not.
two.
I do have the gem of seeing at the moment. So, in very, dire circumstances, I guess I could sort of rely on that a little. But...
And did you give the second set then to Darian, I assume, since he had your other infusion? Okay.
Yeah.
So with your freed up infusions, do you think you could make a bag of holding?
Oh, absolutely.
Because I'd still like us to acquire a real one as soon as we possibly can.
And that's a good point. Are you leaving any of your tons of money here?
Well, that's why I was asking. Because
I leave mine.
Because you mentioned it.
Well, the reason I asked was because I just noticed just how much weight. I was looking at the party inventory, and when I said that there was 330 pounds available on AirPal, he's got 323 pounds of coins in him.
All right.
So he's not over his max, but he can't carry much more in his compartment.
Cool. Yeah. Then let me.
We could leave the pale coin in the secret room where we left the mirror.
Yeah, you can leave anything you want here. Honestly, it's probably a lot safer than carrying it around on you and having another Remy incident happen.
I recommend taking the non-pale gold back with us. But if the pale gold, even melted down, is of no value in Gaian, then I guess we could leave it here. This is probably safer than our White Lotus Hotel or our New Habisgard Fortress.
Okay, well, decide how many you're leaving here and just add it to the base. But as for downtime, were you going to leave today? Like, are you heading out today?
I think so.
Okay. So, in the morning, go ahead and... Yeah.
Cool. We have in that we have 9,000 of Teruvian coin. Is that different than pale coin?
Yeah, I just changed that to say pale and Teruvian. You had pale
Okay,
coin
cool.
and then you had gold coin. So I'm assuming the gold coin was what you got on Gaian, so I made it Teruvian. But there's actually other gold coins from Gaian if you've gotten like older world coins and stuff, but you didn't have another line for the old world coins, so I was just assuming. But yeah, Teruvia is the main empire in Gaian where you would have gotten most of your gold. Yeah.
But I think all of this was pale coin. I'm not sure why we had two separate.
Oh, you didn't come to any to Shadowfell with any regular gold?
Well, we did, but we got it stolen twice.
Oh, that's right. Okay, good call. That is probably pale. Yeah, you should probably combine those. Good call. I just saw two different lines. One of them said gold coins, and the other said pale coins. So I assumed,
Most of the
The reason I
treasure
did
that
that-
you had from the Teruvian Empire and Gaian, I think, was stolen by.
what about the gold bars?
Remy.
Are those pale?
Or gold bars.
Very first line.
Yeah. I assume they're pale.
And platinum? We got some platinum here too. Is that Lou? Is that metal paled in a way that we can't use it in the other?
Yeah, that would be the question.
Which platinum?
Yeah. So
We have
platinum and gold bars. We took a bunch of coins, melted them down, pale coins, platinum and gold bars. Would those be
Did we?
usable? And
Did we smelt metal here?
I thought we did.
Oh, okay. I guess I
it would
forgot
depend
about the fact
where they came from.
Yeah, I forgot about the fact that most of our stuff was taken by Remy. So you're right. We may not have any money at all to take back to Gaian.
I have what's like on my person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And honestly, I
Just much.
have some gold on Arapal, but I think it was his starting wealth. So I don't know.
So the money you got from the
Teruvian or
you got from the mummy tomb is all pale. If that's what you're referring to.
Cool.
All right, I think we'll probably have to leave all of it here, Chomsky, if you wanted to just transfer it to the stronghold. Yeah.
We'll do.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put mine in there too. So I have 3,000 pale coins.
I spent mine in the market when we were getting ingredients and stuff, so I don't have any pale on Arapel. Lou, if I took some starting wealth, I mean, it's only like 110 altogether, but like the starting wealth that I have in Arapel's character sheet that's been there from the beginning, I assume that would have been Teruvian coin, but am I wrong? Since he
that
was
would be
in the Shadowfell.
That would have been old Empire coin, so from a forgotten empire.
Old Empire. Okay, all right. Then I'm going to zero out my currency and put that as a different line item, but it is something we can at least smelt when we're back in Gaian if we need some coin.
Yeah. You can't turn pale gold into regular gold, but yeah, old world coins can be resmelted into
still gold
bars, because they're two different. Pale and normal gold are two different. But why don't we do a quick break while you guys decide what you're gonna leave here and what you're taking? Because we are a little over halfway, and then when we get back, we can continue as you make your way back to Gaian.
I moved everything in the Twilight Sanctuary.
Perfect. Yeah, if we're not able to use it anywhere else, we might as well leave it where we can come back and find it, possibly at some point in the future. If we're here again, because we can't do anything with it elsewhere. Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, I'll be back.
That's funny because we're like, we're rich, and then we're like, never mind.
Yeah, it's just fake money.
Actually, we're broke.
We still had 607 gold pieces, so I mean, for her, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, that is very good for.
Yeah,
I mean, for someone.
We also do have a house in Char, unless it's been taken over.
Oh, did you guys leave anything there, or did you have everything on you?
I don't think we didn't have anything stored there. That was that was before we had such a really good, such a good system of keeping track of all that sort of thing. So, I think all the gold that we made. Did we store anything there? I really don't think we did.
Yeah, on my other games, we actually left a bunch of wealth at the Char house, but I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I think at that point we just were keeping everything in the bag of holding, so we weren't super. Oh wait, we did talk about. Oh my gosh, this is like we talked about before we left. I think we put a hidden stash in. Slog's like remembering. She's like, "Oh, I never pay attention to these sort of things." But I think they put a hidden stash down in the tunnels underneath our house in Char. We'll see if.
All right.
Oh,
we see if
the dwarven tunnels
Yeah.
and the halls of Tarsus. Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about stashing some stuff down there. We had a lot of gold bars from Isik, I think. Yeah.
Where would you have stashed it? Was that in the room with the golems, or?
Yeah, I think we actually have it marked on the Char map.
Oh, nice.
Somewhere there's some like little drawn symbol. So
Gotcha.
we'll see.
We built.
Slug would probably remember because she's got map making skills, but I don't know if like I'm remembering correctly.
No, that's fair. Yeah.
Or what's inside of it, but she would remember the location.
I'm also trying to remember, like in the other games, we actually learned the empire that the old world coins are from, and I'm trying to remember the name of it, and it's escaping me. I believe it was the Dwarven Empire of the 12th cycle is what those old world coins are from, but I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah, we did have a lot of those, I think. yeah.
So Arapel's starting wealth is in gold that I cannot spend here, and I cannot.
Yeah, well, we also have investments, I think, there too. Melody has a shop there. Chomsky might actually like to meet Melody. She's got a little healing shop, healing potions and all that fun stuff. So, yeah.
Cool.
I'm excited to go back to Guyana.
Did you sponsor her shop?
We did, yeah.
Oh, okay, so then she might actually have some income for you when you return from the weeks you've been away. Yeah, that might help our group since we are kind of starting out with no money when we get back.
Yeah.
It won't be big money, but it'll give us like money for
unless
basic,
like, hopefully everything's okay there. Like we left the place in not a great.
Was it just after the whole blood hand?
Well, after the blood hand, we went to Isik. Pretty much straight away. When we came back, there were things brewing that.
With like Blackwater, Blackwater's sister and stuff.
Yes, yeah, she was doing some sort of coup. Blackwater was not happy about. She was like
using
my clan as a scapegoat, kind of for like what happened to Char. They were blaming the barbarians, all the tribes, barbarian tribes around Char on the attacks, which we know is not true.
I see. I think in the other games, it was kind of like she was like we came back to Char with what's his face, the nobleman that Guyvok had or that Malik had possessed. Blackwater. Yeah. So we came back to Char with Galen Blackwater, and she had taken over, and kind of like she didn't say it, but we kind of all felt like she was going, "Oh shit, my brother's alive, damn it."
Yeah. Well, he didn't have his ring, his signet ring, because we had taken it from him. I think Xeris has it, maybe. And so they wouldn't let him in. Like the guards wouldn't let him in.
She had changed out all his household staff. Yeah, all hers.
Yeah. So they were like, "No, you're not.
In one of my games,
dead. You're not him."
In one of my games, we had actually been living in his mansion, as we hadn't gotten a place for ourselves in Char yet, so we were like living in his mansion. So then when we came back and she'd like taken over, we were like, "Damn it, we're homeless."
Yeah, we have our own place, which is good. Yeah. She should also tell you about the demons we encountered in the tunnels underneath Char. That could be an issue. We were supposed to investigate that.
Oh, you haven't? Okay, all right.
Because when we came back from our first initial investigation of that is when we discovered the Shadow Kai attack. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
As long as we never go back to Isik, I'm like, yes, let's explore everything. Isik was my least favorite. Like, I mean, it was fine the first time, but yeah.
It was.
I just started my first Isik campaign.
We also have. Okay, I'll have to ask Lou like how much is like still relevant because I don't know what parts were just someone's backstory that was coming into play. But
No,
there's definitely
I think what you've said about the barbarian clans and them being involved in the politics of Char or being a scapegoat in the politics of Char, I feel like that is unique to Uslag. For this is my guess. Obviously, Lou can tell me that I'm full of shit if I'm wrong, but that's my understanding based on my other experiences. It sounds like most everything else you've experienced does track. It's just different groups encounter it in different orders and ally with different sides and stuff.
Because there is someone in Char that I think Arapel would like to meet, that an ally we met in Isik.
Oh, okay.
From another cycle.
One of the Warforged?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, is his name, what was it? Not Needle,
It was
Nimble?
someone cute, really, yeah.
Nimble?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, absolutely, yes. Arapel would be most interested in Nimble. Arapel has not met Nimble. That's out of character recognition when I knew the name.
Yeah. So Uslag is, I mean, now that we're talking about going back to Gaia, and she's like, oh yeah, we have a house there. There's things we have to watch out for.
Well, and I think, is there another piece? Okay, I'm not sure where this party currently stands with how much of our focus now is continuing to fight the children of the shadow and the shadow lords re-rise to prominence. I guess because there's threads with that, I guess, that we could follow. But then there's other threads, like you said, back in Char, and there's other areas of the Empire we haven't visited yet that we could, Yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming, I don't know. Like Uslag really wants to fight the cultists still, but it sounds like we have some business to take care of, and we have some time. Like we have, like the Shadow Lords. I don't know how long it takes for them to gain power again, but.
Well, I think you were going back to Gaian to look for the information on the Rune Masters.
Yeah, the dwarven technology. Yeah. The dwarven technology that trapped Gaivok in the past. And we know at least two parties trapped Shadow Lords in the past. One we know was the Rune Masters. They trapped Gaivok in the past. And then the other, I don't know if this party is really fully familiar with how or why Malik was trapped for a time and how he escaped. I don't know.
Malik was the one that possessed Zara. Oh no, that was Gaivok that possessed Zara. So I don't really know anything about how Malik
is the one you fought at the end of the Isik chapter.
Yeah. Every now and then I get it mixed up.
Yeah, he was possessing Blackwater. So Blackwater's the one that freed him unintentionally. But I guess I just don't know how much of the detail of how he was trapped that this party knows. But in both cases, like, I think that if we want to explore contesting the Shadow Lords further, trying to find some way to discover that ancient knowledge might be on our roster, on our roadmap, on our agenda. Yeah.
Blackwater might remember, but I think when we talked to him after Malik was banished from him, he didn't seem to really understand like how he got possessed, but he might remember how Malik was, like the state he was in when he found him, I guess. I don't know.
Maybe.
And
I don't really remember too much.
Let me know if you have any questions, Ziamat, since you're kind of new and they're talking about stuff that's like years old.
Not years. Well, okay, years in out of character, but in game it's been like a few months, right?
Yeah.
We've been just like now kind of going over like what Uslag would be kind of telling the party about, as we were talking about going back to Gaian. Like she told them about their house, how there was like all these issues that they were investigating just before. So I'm trying to kind of relay like what my character would know.
Does this group have any, besides Melody and sponsoring her shop, does this group have any staff or hirelings or ventures in Char or anywhere in Gaian that like do you have someone keeping your house or managing your affairs or anything in Char?
There's Lyra.
Lyra is in Char. Okay.
She kind of keeps a good eye out for us. She's sort of our spy. I think she was the one that told us.
Are you talking about Alira or Lyra?
Oh, sorry, not Lyra. Elira. Thank you.
Okay, that makes
Elira
sense. When
is
you
our
said
little-
spy, I was like,
Our little urchin friend that helps us out. Yeah.
where is Lyra?
She's
The wizard.
dead.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. Okay, good to know.
Yeah. Malik.
Okay, so we've
Yeah.
probably got Alira like checking in with Melody and keeping our house and stuff.
I would assume so. She's probably living there.
Right.
You know, like,
Yeah,
very
yeah.
comfortably.
I mean,
I would
is she on the payroll? Because I mean, like, if she's taking a
Yes.
payroll from what she collects, then I'm sure she's still there and managing everything for us.
Yeah,
so.
I do
yeah.
believe we paid her, but I mean we haven't been since we've been gone. So.
Yeah, but she might have been collecting your income from the shop, and so
Yeah.
she could have been taking her salary from that and her living expenses and stuff.
Yeah, I think Shock, I think, is still back in Char as well, right? Shock
Oh,
and
okay,
Melody.
good.
Shock,
good.
Melody,
A
and
group where
Alira.
I'm so glad
Yeah.
there's a group where the lovebirds are not only alive, but they're in Char, living together instead of off in danger.
They're living a
Yeah.
happy life together.
I love it.
One or both are not dead in this story.
Well, not just there's several groups where one of them is dead, but then there's a group where they literally met both of them and didn't tell each other that the other had lived, and the group is
So sad.
responsible for the two lovers going off in their own directions, thinking the other is dead, and they're at distant ends of the empire. It's tragic.
I mean, now that you put it that way, yeah.
Which group was that?
I'm trying to think. Is it Tuesday? I guess that doesn't matter anymore because Tuesday has moved on to a different campaign.
Oh, right. I
But,
think they didn't.
um,
Yeah, I think it was Tuesday. Like, they didn't tell
Yeah.
Shock for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Alright, well, anyway, is everyone back?
Yeah. Yeah.
Anything else, any other business that needs doing before we teleport back and head back? Head back
I'll
to
give
New Havis
Ziamat
card.
a headband of-
Hey, Lou, I do have one question. The old world coins that we've acquired during a few spots under Char and Innisik and around Gaian, do I understand those to be the 12th cycle Dwarven cycle? The 12th cycle Dwarven Empire coins?
I believe so. Some of them are Therian. Others come from even older empires.
Therian. Therian is the word I was looking for. Matt, Therian is the word we want to designate
Cool.
the different coins. Although
Where
I think
did-
it's only Arapel. I think it's only Arapel that has Therian right now. Well, you guys might have some in your inventories, but
So you made a headband of intellect for one of your infusions?
Yeah. To give to
oh, nice.
Headband of intellect for Ziamat. And what are your other two?
so then I have my armor, and then goggles of the night for slug.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
Do you know what the headband of intellect does, Ziamat?
Oh, I'm looking at it right now. What
T-
was it?
Doesn't Ziamat already have a pretty high intelligence?
I have a 14 intelligence.
Oh, wow. So yeah, headband of intellect would be pretty useful for you then.
Yeah, int is
Yeah,
very
wizards
valuable
really need
for
that.
wizards.
So I can give you a description here.
Raises your int to 19.
I just clicked on areas.
And it's pretty.
Does require
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Good.
it does
Do you
require
have,
attunement, but yeah, if you put it on, your intelligence becomes a 19,
Ooh.
which is very good for a wizard if you're not already
Yeah.
that high.
Very much gonna take that.
I think it helps your attack, your spell attack bonus, and I think it
DC.
helps your DC say for
Bro.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you
is
search in the compendium, you can click and drag it onto your sheet, and it'll just add it, and I think it'll automatically give you the effect. Maybe you can see.
and it does take one of your attunement slots, but I don't think you have too much yet.
No, I don't think I have anything.
Honestly, like, yeah, it's an amazing item for wizards because like wisdom is so valuable for other things like perception, and dex is so good for like AC and like the other stats are good for multiple things, but like wisdom or intellect is like mainly good for artificers and wizards that for their abilities. So like having that headband lets you like kind of
Dump
well not you don't want to dump. 14 is so
Not a
much
dump,
above like
but
I mean 14 is amazing compared to a commoner, but like bumping that 14 up to a 19 means you've got some higher stats in some other places that you wouldn't have had if you had amped up that 14 in the first place.
I'll drag it onto your sheet for you. Make sure it works. Yep, so I put your int at 19.
Oh. For some reason Arapel's character sheet is showing his AC at 12 at the moment. So what happened? Oh, I unchecked all my stuff to only check the stuff in my bag of holding to see the weight. So okay, let me put that back on.
During this long rest, would I get my full health back? So
Yeah.
if I do damage?
Yeah,
Yeah,
now recovered all of our hit dice and everything too. So
yes.
full right now.
That's just a long rest, right?
Yeah, we've done 2 or 3 long rests. I think 2.
Yeah, it's been a few days.
Ooh, yeah, at
Excuse
least
me.
2, yeah.
Everything would be full.
We are ready to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, are we spending a day or half day crafting, or are we heading back on?
I
Even though
think we decided to head back.
All right, let's go.
First thing, gather Xeris and
Show up to the airport
Quince,
early.
Also, one of the potions that we got in the last loot was a potion of healing. Let's put that on someone in the party that doesn't have one. Arapel does currently have one.
I don't think Ziabont has one yet, but
Yeah.
No, I was asking for
Go for
one.
it.
yeah.
Yeah, and if you want to attach it to your belt, like in a way that's like visible to the rest of the party, that helps when someone goes down and someone else needs to get to a vial quickly. We don't have to dig through the backpacks. It's just a strategy that some of us use. Like we put at least one, if we have more than one potion, we'll put one on our belt, so it's like really quick and easy to grab.
I was gonna throw it in my satchel. That's what I was gonna say. Like,
Well, it takes an action to dig through your bag, but if it's on your belt, it's an item interaction. Is my understanding.
Yeah, you want to have potions someplace you can quickly grab them if you can help it. So, did you say you were talking to one of the angels before you left?
Oh yeah, Arapel would inform. Yeah, I'll go talk to the angels. Well, with the party. I don't want to do it alone, but I was assuming I would use Arapel's ability to be extra diplomatic. But I would explain that Xeris currently appears to be free of the influence of the Shadow Lord, but him residing in this cage here in a place that the Shadow Lord has infiltrated in the past is no different than letting him go free on nearly any plane, except perhaps the Shadowfell, where the Shadow Lords hold the most sway. Therefore, we have deemed it appropriate to allow him to return with us to Gaian, his home plane. He is then expelled from the Shadowfell, where you do not wish him to be, here and available to the Shadow Lords. We can hopefully stay in touch with him, keep an eye on him, should there be any need to utilize his knowledge or experiences in the future. But we do not feel it is of benefit to leave him in a cage. I guess I would try to say this as diplomatically as possible. I think I said it better when we were talking about it as a group, but
You did. It was really I would make
also I would use my emissary of peace, my channel divinity.
Okay. Well, give me a persuasion check.
Okay. I don't have my token out. That's why I don't have a button. Okay, it would be.
You can set it to have certain macros on your screen even without the buttons. Or without the token.
Yeah, I know, but the bottom line gets clogged up faster though, yeah.
So is that 14 with the +5 or 19?
No, that's not with the +5.
So
That's
the
my normal modifier is 9.
angel would look to the group and say, the deal for your friend's life was that he was to remain imprisoned. Are you saying now you wish to release him without consulting Yali?
We would prefer to consult Yali, but she is not present.
She is out she is out on her mission to find out more about the cultists. It's only been a few days. Do you really need to release him so quickly? We don't know what links the Shadow Lord might still have to him.
We are on a schedule where we will lose our ability to return to Gaian if we do not travel now.
He says, well, I was not told that he needed to be kept here, but I feel it would be a mistake to release him so quickly.
He will be kept imprisoned with us on Gaian.
Oh, will he?
Will he?
Really? Oh. They say, well, we are not here to enforce anything upon your group. This is your stronghold. We will tell Yali of your decision when we see her.
We wish to continue to assist Yali and the Shadow, the Raven Queen in every way that we can. We do not wish to be at odds in any way, but we feel that Xeris languishing in a cage here is no different than him being on Gaian under our supervision. We feel that the only place that he could be more vulnerable to the Shadow Lords would, of course, be on the Shadowfell itself. We don't feel that this plane here in this void is any different than us returning to Gaian. In addition, his imprisonment here affects other innocent creatures who are tied to him.
Well, I will say again, we have no investment one way or the other. I don't think Yali will be happy of your decision, but again, you can do as you wish. We will let her know.
Please relay all our reasonings to her and assure her that we are happy to treat with her in the future for any reasons that she or the Shadow or the Raven Queen requires us.
He just nods. All right, so you are going to free him, and you're taking him, Luca, and Quince with you, right?
Yeah. Can we have... when Quince finally stumbled down to breakfast when we were discussing this, I assume we told her our plan and pressed upon her the importance that we all want to make sure Xeris stays safe and healthy, and we all want to keep an eye on him, and that we hope she'll join us in letting us know any way we can help with that, and trusting us. And I don't know. I don't know. Please be our ally. We're trusting you. Please trust us.
Yeah.
Says I am your ally. We have been allies.
I know. Well, that's not okay. Those weren't the words. I was summarizing. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
I'm not good at playing the
You
face.
nailed it. That's exactly what I would have said. We're trusting you. Don't fuck us over.
We want you and Xeris to be happy, and we want Xeris to be free of his ordeal. So, but let's all be a team and communicate and trust each other. We have protected Xeris before, and we will again. Just let us know if there's an issue that we need to be aware of. Most of us have protected Xeris before and will again.
Some of us have, not.
Some of us have waterboarded Xeris. Alright, let me just move Quince and Xeris to the group, since they are joining you. Okay, so you have Quince, Xeris, and Luca as NPCs with you.
I don't think there's any roles or RP needed here, but we would inform the angels, and in turn we would ask them to inform Yali about the fact that we have relocated this dangerous mirror to the sanctuary, and that there is it does contain some captive, including a demon. Wouldn't we, guys? That we weren't trying to keep that a secret here, because it's their domain. Yeah, okay.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. All right. So the group is going to teleport back to the keep. And from there, you're going to use Luca's spell to teleport to New Haviscard, right?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
And we would give Quince and Zaris time to gather whatever they needed here, but I think we're requiring them to come with us back to Gaian.
Yeah, they gather their things. So you arrive back in the city after a couple of hours of travel through teleporting and getting your stuff. I'll say it is. Where did my calendar go? It is probably about. Okay, so it's the 11th of winter. It was the next day. Probably about 11 in the morning right now. And you go speak with Xerxes?
Yeah, we want to at least let him know we're ready to go when he is. But if we pass any more time in this city, then I would happily pass some more downtime. I think we'll have time with downtime once we get back to Gaian, though, too. Maybe.
And I
Who
was
knows?
going to say,
might be crazy there.
does anyone want to do anything in the city before
I'll
you
say
head
no.
to Xerxes?
Yeah, I feel like Darian is disguised as a woman at this point. Like,
Yeah.
No,
he's wearing a
oh,
lovely
actually,
red gown that we
wait.
acquired at
Does
the
this group,
fort.
do you all have papers for the city?
Everyone but
Everyone
Darian.
but Darian.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. So Darian is probably coming in through the shadow market, whereas the rest of you could come in through the gate. I don't know if we talked about Ziamat. I'm guessing he probably has papers. He probably is a citizen of the Empire.
Yeah, he's been tracking criminals and stuff. I feel like he would have all the.
Yeah.
He might have more than one set of papers, like some fraudulent ones or something.
He's
About those.
most likely has had to use the city to track people, so it would be kind of a pain if he had to always be incognito. Yeah, so is anyone doing anything, or are you just heading to see Xerxes at the inn here?
Yeah, I'll meet you guys later.
Yeah, if we're gonna be here
I'm,
if we're gonna be here for the day, then I might go ahead and continue my scribing. But like, if we're leaving today, then I'll stay with the group.
Alright, well, you go to Xerxes' room. He is a bit surprised to see you. He says, "Oh, I thought you said you needed a few more days.
No,
Are
we
you
didn't
ready
find
to...
Remy.
Are you ready? Oh, yes, how did the search for Remy go?
You find us here early.
So, probably not well
But
then.
awful. Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
it seems like he's
go
made
ahead,
it to-
Restock.
We tracked him as far as we could. We think he might have headed to the material plane. I think.
Ah,
Yeah.
so that coincides with your plans anyway. Well, that's convenient.
I'll have to pick up the trail there somehow. I have no idea, but
Yeah, we don't know where he transported on the material plane, and he's got quite a head start on us, unfortunately.
He says, "Well, at this point, I'm just waiting on your group. I'm ready to leave when you are. So, if you wish to go now, we can go, or if you need some time still, I can wait, but just not too much longer. A few days tops if you need it. Otherwise, yeah, we can leave right away."
I'd rather not stay in the city.
right, yeah.
Says the person dressed in flowing robes and with rouge on his cheeks and like a veil over his face.
Dark sunglasses.
Incognitus. All right.
I'm
Well,
a fair lady. I need to leave.
are you ready for me to cast my spell now? Then.
Do
Yeah.
we have Zaris and Quince with us?
Yeah, everyone's there.
All right, then let's do it. Where will we be arriving in Gaian?
He says, "Oh, we're not going to Gaian first. I'm going to.
Oh,
Well, no, we're going to Gaian.
sure.
But yeah, my connection is to well, a place that you are probably not familiar with.
Oh.
But where in Gaian do you need to go? I do have teleportation as well as plane walk.
Our expectation was to visit Char, I believe, but I am.
But where's this place that?
Yeah, we're curious to know where you. Did we talk to him about what we knew of the Hollow? Sorry, you guys met this guy before I came in, so I'm not sure how much you guys have discussed with him.
He says, "I have a tower that I use for my travel between Gaian and other planes. We'll be going there first. I just need to check a few things, and from there I can bring you to Char or wherever else you wish to go."
Ah, lovely.
Okay, very good. We would be most curious to know more of your teleportation network, or of whether it is connected to the Hollow. And Arapel might ramble a little bit until someone interrupts him or stops him.
He says, "The Hollow. You speak of the Therian information archives."
Affirmative.
He says, "I know of it, but no, my means of travel are not connected to it. The magics the rune masters employed were quite impressive. But no, I feel unfortunately, or I think unfortunately, most of that technology was lost."
I hate that we're leaving Rune here. Rune has access to the Hollow.
Is she the only one of the group that got
She
access?
was the only. She spent the most time with it because she was the smartest one. But we have a lot of smart people with us now.
Lyra
So-
did as well, but she died.
No, but
died.
Lyra's dead in this group.
Yeah.
All right. So
We might have to start from scratch with the Hollow,
All
guys.
It's also
All
possible that we might need to return here and retrieve Rune at some point, but let's follow our other breadcrumbs first.
all right. So Xerxes will tell you to all stand close as his hands begin to glow and he starts chanting. Casting plane walk or plane shift, right? Yeah, plane shift.
This is going to feel weird.
A little,
Probably.
he says.
Really weirder than the teleport
like-
back and forth from.
Is it like Stargate, like the wormhole tunnel thing?
Or is it like Star Trek where zzz, or kind of thing?
So, light sort of envelops all of you as the darkness of the Shadowfell is suddenly a little bit brighter, and you are now standing in a stone room in a circle that has a bunch of symbols in it. It looks like some sort of teleportation circle. Those with Arcana might know something about this. DC 25.
Oh.
That's kind of rough.
Mm. Look at you go.
Oh man!
So, funnily
Oh,
enough,
yeah.
Ziamat, you recognize this symbol, though you've only ever read about one of these. It is a planar anchor. You don't know, or you didn't know that anyone still knew how to make these. But yeah, it basically lets someone travel the planes without needing a tuning fork to certain locations.
Ooh,
Oh my!
But
mark that down.
history might tell you something else. Again, DC 25, as you look around this room.
History.
Another 9.
That ain't me.
Can someone else jump
Can
in
I
on the
help?
history, or?
Well, anyone can make
I
the check.
understand it, but I don't know much about it.
Yeah, sorry guys.
The architecture in this room looks very odd to all of you. It's like nothing you've ever seen before.
Xerxes, when was this constructed? I do not recognize this architecture.
Says I'd be surprised if you did. This is architecture from the first city. If you're familiar with night weather.
Wow.
Would that mean anything to me?
I think several of the people in this
Yeah.
group know about night weather.
Yeah, I feel like it's
talked
come
about
up
it a lot.
before. I just never know when I should like roll or when I should assume my character doesn't know anything or what have you.
Uslag, or Arapel, I believe you are of night weather technology.
Nah. Okay, in character, Arapel does not remember his origins, but he believes he is of dwarven make. And I think the Nightweather City is human. But out of character, yes, definitely. He is from a more recent cycle than Nightweather. Well, I guess Nightweather is of all cycles, so I don't know.
So Xerxes says, I just need a moment. I'll be right back. You can all wait here if that's okay. I ask that you not move from this room, though. And he will
I would
go...
like to closely examine this room since he's left us with nothing else to do.
Yeah, so he goes out. There's 3 different doors in here going in separate directions. He goes out through the north door, and you hear his footsteps receding into the distance. No windows in here, no. No. There's the circle in the middle of the room. There are several stone statues in here, as well as a table with a couple of ivory tubes on it that might be scrolls.
We probably shouldn't steal from our host, huh?
Oh god, get the scrolls!
No.
So it's a video game, you just take everything. You take his chair, his table, his scrolls.
Right. Even when you're like under the nose of your host in a video game, yeah.
Yeah.
Do the statues look decorative?
Yeah. They look like they're warriors clad in armor. The armor would look a little odd to you all, but they're very well crafted. You assume they're decorative. They don't look like golems. A little small if they were.
Chomsky, I know not how long our host will be missing, but perhaps detecting magic would give us additional information here.
Yeah, I'll start doing that.
And Lou, just to clarify, detect magic is a ritual, but I do not have it prepared. As a paladin, I can't ritually cast it if it's not.
I don't think paladins have ritual casting.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah. No, well, like I guess clerics have ritual casting, but I guess I never even thought that I could ritual cast when something wasn't prepared. But then, like, I've never played a wizard, and
wizards can
do that, so I'm a little confused. Yeah, sometimes but you're right. Maybe pallies don't even have ritual casting. So let me look.
I don't believe they do. I think most half casters don't have it. Warlocks, I think, do if they take the specialty.
Gotcha.
But actually, if you start doing, or did someone say they were starting to do detect magic?
Sure. Yeah.
So Xerxes has only gone about 5 minutes, actually. He would get back in the middle of your ritual. He kind of smiles and says, this place is very magical, but if you are ready, I can take you to Char now.
Sounds good.
Can you let us know where we currently reside? Where we are currently located?
Give me a persuasion check.
Yeah, I can see him wanting to keep his.
No, I understand, but I can also see Arapel asking.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if I get a better roll than the last one.
He says, a conversation for another day, little one.
Is there a way that we may contact you after we part companies? Is there a way that we may contact you with questions or information in the future? It seems that, at least in some ways, our tenets align and possibly our
he taps
missions.
He taps his chin. He says, do you have the sending spell, or do any of you?
Unfortunately, no. Not I.
Not I.
He looks to Ziamat. He says, you are a wizard, yes?
That is correct, sir.
He pulls his, or puts his hand into one of his pockets, pulling out a scroll and hands it to you. He says, this will give you the spell you need, and once you have it, you can contact me. And if you look at the scroll, it is indeed a I think it's called Sending, is the spell. Right? I think. Let me
Yeah.
see. Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Bard,
yeah.
cleric, wizard.
He gives you a scroll of Sending. He says, "Oh, you'll probably need some inks too." And he
nice.
gives you a vial with 150 gold pieces of magic ink. He says, "This should be enough to scribe it."
Nice.
Sweet.
Very nice.
He says, "All right, are we prepared to go then?" All right. He snaps his fingers. Doesn't even cast a spell, and you all wink out.
Well,
Yep.
I was just gonna say he might be casting a spell. He just doesn't have any verbal or components or
Yeah. Doesn't even seem
material
like.
components. The snap might be the somatic, I guess.
And you would appear
Fancy. Back in Char. Been a while since I've
outside
seen this map.
Oh my gosh, it's
Char.
been so long.
Remy's here. Let's kill him.
Oh yeah, what is Remy doing here? He's hiding in the field over there. Up, he disappeared.
Get him.
He's
Uh,
so sneaky.
He's so sneaky.
I like how it says Lady Blackwater.
Yeah.
Someone wrote "lady" in because she stole it from him.
Where is our house? Which of the? I assume it was one of the
Foxglove Hall.
Blood Hand bases. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay. Yep. So it was one of the Blood Hand bases. Okay.
So Xerxes says, "I figured it best not to teleport us right into the center of town, as that might bring unwanted questions. If this is all for you, I guess this is where we part ways."
We hope to work with you in the future, as you are most knowledgeable, and I believe we could benefit each other. I hope that we could benefit each other.
He says, "Yes, and I will be in Gaian for a time if you need anything. Just," he points to Ziamat and he says, "just scribe that and get in touch with me if I'm needed."
Out of curiosity, when you say a time, it's possible that our perceptions of time may differ to some extent. Is a short time days, weeks, months, years, or eons for you?
He smiles. He says, "Do I seem that alien to you? A
You
short
are
time.
definitely mysterious.
A short time is." He says, "Probably a week or two. But it really depends on what my search uncovers."
Well, please let us know if we can be of assistance. We
Says-
appreciate your magical transportation, magical logistics being afforded to us.
He nods, and with that, he snaps his fingers and disappears.
Is it daytime?
It is. So, two of you, who I don't know if you've been to to Gaian before, would immediately almost be not necessarily in pain, but maybe a little bit uncomfortable with how bright it is here. You're like, yeah, you probably have not seen this much light, as the sun is just beaming down on everything. The Shadowfell has not prepared you.
Soaking it all up. She just like lays on the ground. She's just like, ah.
I'm gonna lay out for a bit. I just need a couple hours.
She puts on like
Rubbing the oil on.
sunglasses and lays on the chair. Sunlight is back.
My God, natural light.
Yeah. Whereas I think Ziamat may not have been to Gaian before, so all this sun might be weird for him.
Our land mean?
We bought a piece of land.
Yeah, they
We
bought
haven't-
they bought a plot of land down there. They're gonna
Leon
build a
real
base.
estate.
Yeah.
All right.
They're gonna build like a keep for themselves
We're
there.
gonna build a tower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, what does the group want to do?
Ziamat, can we have, or not Ziamat, Xerxes, can we have the plans to your tower and we'll just emulate it?
Xerxes already left.
He's already-
I know. I'm sorry. That was out of character. I'm stupid.
It's fine.
Well,
All right.
so this sort of is, this is our town, but I don't know what's changed since we've been here. I don't know if Lady Blackwater has asserted control. We could sneak in, or we could use the front entrance.
There's so much
Well,
green around
there's
here.
no one front entrance, right? All four gates
Oh, yeah.
are equally viable, so we
Yeah.
might as well go in the one here by the.
Well,
by
that's what
the
I meant. We could
barrack.
sneak in over the fence,
What
which
is
we've
this
done
party's?
before.
What is this party's relationship with the government of this town?
Well, with the mayor, very good. With a lot
Perhaps
of
we
the
should.
townspeople, very good. Lady Blackwater, probably bad.
Perhaps we should visit the mayor first to inform her of our return and gather clues as to anything that might be going on that we should know about.
Okay, and yeah.
What was the group's
welcome to
name
Jar.
before?
It was the Foxgloves.
All right, Foxgloves. So as you approach the gate, the guards are like, "Oh gods, the Foxgloves are back! Welcome!"
Oh, they don't like recognize.
Uslag would be kind of like leading in front so that they see a recognizable face first, because they wouldn't know anyone
It's a
else.
band of really weird adventurers meshed together, and Uslag's at their head.
I guess they recognize Uslag, and they're like, "Wait, who are all these other people?"
Uslag and weirdos.
Quintus and Zaris are here as well, so they would recognize the three of us. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Quince and Zaris. Okay,
They
yeah.
recognize three people, and it's a band of weirdos. So they're like, "Yep, that checks." Foxglove.
Welcome back, Foxgloves. Welcome back to Char. Come in.
Good to hear that we're welcome. How are things here on the streets?
So it looks like it's pretty busy. There's more people here than you remember. They say, "Oh, things have been excellent in Char. With the rebuilding of Issyk, Char has grown quite a bit. A lot of people are coming through to travel to Issyk, and the caravans have been in full swing." You should, I assume you've been busy with your adventures as well.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Anyone else have any questions for the guards?
You are all welcome. Please come in. No point in standing at the gate.
Would I be culture shocked for seeing so many humans? I'm probably one of the few humans I know.
You probably do see all humans here, which is weird to you.
What the hell?
And most of them, there's a couple of them staring at the group. Several of them are coming over to speak with you all since you've been gone for so long.
Do I remember correctly that the watchtowers, the gate towers, and the barracks, and select other structures are like dwarven architecture?
Yes.
Like older architecture than the rest of the town?
Also, I think Uslag, you're echoing us.
I am? When did
I
that
believe
start?
so. Just like recently. I just started noticing it.
So I think like if one of the guards or something like approaches and like greets kind of Arapel or like, his portion of the party kind of like, approaches the party towards Arapel. Arapel would like step up and like introduce himself like long-windedly and then like start examining like the architecture of this gate tower, like how interesting this is, like I don't know, like launch into his Wikipedia article of random knowledge. And yeah, I don't know, he'd do that kind of stuff, but nothing, I don't have any specific questions.
For a few of the citizens are staring at you strangely as you are describing the tower, as they probably have not seen a Warforged before.
If the person that first approached and greeted and that I started talking to is like dumbfounded and doesn't answer, then I might look around and notice the others watching and then like go and introduce myself and repeat some of the same questions.
So the group is getting a lot of questions thrown at it, asking the Foxgloves about what happened to Blackwater, because he kind of disappeared. They were asking like what happened with those those attackers that seemed to come from another world. We thought you had died, like everyone just disappeared. And even though Foxglove Hall has been recruiting and training, we just assumed that someone else had taken it over.
I have two out of character questions. One, when they say Blackwater disappeared, we brought him back here after Issyk, right? And he disappeared after that?
Well, you weren't with them.
Asking if-
You
Yeah,
were,
I
you
know,
have,
not we, but I thought that Uslag had indicated that was what the group had done.
he came back to Char, and we don't know. I don't remember if he was with us when the Shatterkai attacked. I'm assuming he was not with us.
Okay. So we have no idea. Like we brought him here, and then he wasn't our prisoner or anything, so we didn't keep tabs on him after that.
yeah, he was trying to get his house back. Last you heard from him.
Gotcha.
Like he
and my
was-
second question.
Yeah,
My second question is did they just say that Foxglove Hall is recruiting and training?
they did.
I'm gonna
start that up before we
I'm
left.
gonna look over at
and-
Uslag and like boop 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 boop.
Oh yeah.
He actually would
We have
point.
an army.
He would actually point south as well when he says that. And you would notice there is a manor in the south of town.
Is it here?
Yeah. There's a
Foxglove Manor too.
big
Oh,
house.
Quince will be happy about that.
Quince is just like, it happened. Yay. Even though we were
Yeah,
gone.
remember we were kind of drawing up the plans when we were last here, but we never really got around to it.
So who built it?
That's a good question. Is Shock maybe? We should find Shock.
Is there a lot of people around us that we're getting a lot of attention?
Yeah, there's a bunch of people coming up now and like asking all these questions. At least to like Xeris and the other two.
Oh, then
Xeris, Uslag, and Quince.
Arapel will answer all the questions that are like science or history or architecture or herbology, like not anything like relevant to the quest or the storylines.
Aaron's gonna wander off.
Darian's he's out of here. Enough of this. All right, so Darian
probably
sneaks off into the
He wants
crowd.
to be rid of that disguise we put him in. In Asgard.
Where's the tavern?
Yeah, I'll probably go to the tower now.
Also, I'm
which
going to be curious
actually-
when we go into town. I'm going to be curious if something's been built on the ruins. Of...
Yeah, they rebuilt the
Yay!
they rebuilt the
Nice.
what was it?
Is,
The Dark Water Inn.
Yeah, what's his name? Was it Judd? Not Judd. I feel like it started with maybe a J. What was the tavern keeper's name, and is he still alive?
No, he got killed. He was killed in
Okay.
the attack.
All right, I just was making sure. I figured since it was gone that he must have been in this group, but I was just checking. And the Maplewood is the other tavern, right? So Darian, you
Julian
have two choices.
Harwick.
Julian,
And-
that's right.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh, so we don't know who the new one is though. What the new one's called or who the owner is.
No, but you do see that there is an inn that has been built there.
And then there's a big manor house down here.
Yeah.
How does it compare to the Blackwater Manor?
It's well, I mean, you aren't over there, but it seems pretty big.
Okay, good.
Well,
Yeah.
we should definitely check that out. We should check with the mayor first. Introduce
I
you
think
all
so,
so you
too.
know that you are, so that they know you're, with us. Probably let people know we're the Splitlanders. It's probably going to take a while to catch on.
Oh, you have a new name. You said you're the Splitlanders now.
Yep.
Many of our company have changed over, but
I don't
we have
like that.
Many
similar-
lands.
Yeah.
We're Fox Club purists here. We don't like name changes.
We could
We've
make
changed
some
our
sort
names
of.
so many times. We were the nameless ones.
I think that didn't that roll over from the previous group though, or it was like the very first session or something, if anything. Because the Fox Club's name was selected before Jingle left the group, so it was pretty early.
Okay.
Anyway.
Well, what do you want to do?
Oh look
Talk
how
there.
big our manor is, guys. Sorry. Anyway.
I'm going to wander off to the markets and then the tavern.
All right.
Which tavern?
Whichever one. I'll ask a random guy, hey, what's a good tavern to go to?
There's
right.
Maplewood, and then there's the one that's been rebuilt, so it'd be brand new. But we don't know. We have not gone in there, so we don't know who runs it because it was burned down before by the Blood Hand.
So yeah, you can. I'll say you separate and kind of head towards the market. You can buy stuff at book price, any of the normal gear if you want. What about the rest of the group?
I want to know if Doru is alive in this group.
No.
He is not.
Oh,
He died in a hostage situation.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Eripa will follow the party's lead. I think visiting the mayor might be, or at least greeting the mayor, like visiting the mayor and saying, hello, we're back. Whatever she has to say, like would be.
She'll
proper.
recognize some of you, probably not your character, but.
Let's take Zaris and Quince with us, and of course Uslav.
All right, so you are allowed into the barracks, and the mayor just comes rushing out. She says, "Oh, the foxgloves are back."
How does she look? Does she look wearied or?
She looks well, actually.
Oh, good.
For those who know her from before, she seems a lot happier. I guess Quince, Zaris, and Uslag. She kind of looks at the.
Just meant like if she was beaten down or anything from like the perspective of those of us who haven't met her before, but that makes sense.
No, she looks pretty good. She.
It's a good indicator on how things are going in the town.
Yeah, so she would look at Ziamat and Chomsky and Arapel and say, did you meet these people in that other world you went to? I heard you had gone through some sort of portal.
I approach and introduce myself long-windedly.
She looks to Ziamat and she says, "Are you an elf, friend?"
I am an elf. I'm not a very old elf, but I'm an elf indeed. Nice to meet you.
She says, "You as well. I don't think I've seen your kind before."
Well, we are a very rare trade, as some might say.
There aren't elves in Char?
Quince will say, no, there's not really too many elves in Char. Quince will say, he's a shadow elf, Mayor Asher.
Okay.
And she says, "Oh, interesting. I've only met wood elves before." And she goes to shake your hand.
And I give her not a confident shake, but like a half-baked one.
Fish shake.
She kind of nods and smiles and says, "And you are?" And she looks at Arapel very confused.
So yeah, he would do the like long-winded, like full designation and my brain just died, but what does he usually say? His protocol or his directives or whatever, and like yeah, he'd give the whole spiel.
Says, well, it's very good to meet you, she says. And you are a gnome. I've definitely seen your kind before, though. You have the strangest artifacts on you, she says, kind of touching your shoulder pads and all your weird-looking armor.
Ah, yes. Professor Noam Chomsky, and I would introduce myself.
Is Carl there?
And yes,
your robotic llama,
Carl,
which everyone is definitely staring at.
And give the mayor a handful of nuts, bolts, and nails to feed to Carl.
Oh.
She looks questioningly but shrugs and feeds him, which he will happily consume. She says, "Fascinating. The foxgloves certainly have changed a lot since last you've been here. Though your presence, it's almost as if you've never left, as your friends carried on after."
Is Jock responsible for building the giant manor that we have down there now?
Shock is part of it, but actually, I believe Alira is the one who did most of the work.
Wow, she's really, she's really come a long way.
Did you leave her with money to do that? Because she seemed to have a lot of funds.
Oh, right. She may have known where we put our stash. Yeah. Fine. Yeah.
Wait, so you guys did not direct her to do this?
I don't think I know we discussed plans of doing something like this, and we did have a secret stash in the tunnels, if I remember correctly, and I don't know if she knew about them, but she's
Did
very
Shock and
crafty.
Melody know about them?
No.
So
I don't know.
Mayor
Interesting.
Asher's sort of looking back and forth as you all speak.
But
She says,
this
"Well,
is fine.
you can
no.
probably ask her yourself. I assume she's there. She usually
Yeah.
is.
That was.
But
she's been good for us. Yeah, to us. Yeah.
But yes, welcome back to Char. As the original heroes of Char, we owe everything to you for helping save our small town so long ago."
It
She
feels
says,
like so long ago. Yeah.
"Of course, you're welcomed within town, and I assume you'll be moving on, as you probably have a lot to do. I know several people from Tyvanis came looking for your group at one point. So apparently
from
your
Tyvana.
word of your exploits has grown. I've heard something happened north in Issyk that involved you, but a lot of these stories, I assume, are exaggerated."
Yeah, I wonder what they're saying exactly.
Says, "Well, so you've
I'll have to
certainly
ask
been
around
busy."
town and see what people are saying. I'm curious.
She nods. Says, "All right, well, I don't want to keep you. Or actually, you came to see me, so I'm guessing it was more than just a formal visit. Is there something you needed?"
Mainly, I just wanted to introduce our new companions.
Although
I
we
guess
are.
checking in with anything that's going on in town. With seeing how things are going at the Blackwater estate. She says questioningly.
Lady Blackwater? Oh, she's doing fine. She's been helping with a lot of. Well, she was helping with a lot of the expansion efforts. We have appreciated her donations.
Several members of the guard and commoners who greeted us as we came into town indicated that Blackwater had disappeared. Do you have any further information to confirm what was last seen of him?
No. No, I have not seen. I assume you mean Galen Blackwater?
Yeah.
We had heard he died from his sister. Something
He
about
died-
being killed during the Issyk excursion.
No, but he came back.
He accompanied this group. Yeah, go ahead. Sir.
She says, "Oh, I didn't see him. If he had come back, I don't know why she'd lie about that. That's odd. But no, I haven't. I haven't seen him
Never
since."
trust a noble.
Says, "Well, she other than yeah, she seems like she's been fairly
talking to the
honest."
mayor. Do we know that she's not a noble?
Gosh.
I mean, there is a pitchfork in
He is
her
cool.
portrait.
She has a pitchfork. She's obviously not a noble.
She's from Charo. There's no
no.
nobles in Charo.
No,
Char's
she's
like a
actually
frontier
from-
town. She was like a frontier sheriff.
Her family is from the what is it? Hill. What's the town to the south of here?
Highguard.
Highguard, that one.
Yeah. Well,
Where her family's originally from.
if Lord Blackwater is still alive, I would be interested to hear about that. He also did quite a bit for the town, so. But no, I had heard he had been killed.
If he's been killed, it's after Foxglove group returned to Char following the Issyk I don't even know what to call it. The Issyk occurrences. I don't know. The Issyk campaign.
Well, Issyk
Yeah.
is being rebuilt now, she says. So I heard things were going fairly well up there. But anyway.
Yeah. I have a lot of other questions, but I know we're kind of low on time.
Yeah, this might be a good place to end. My apologies, Ziamat, as I know, again, this a lot of this is newer or from the older game, so you weren't really privy to a lot of it. Hopefully, it's not too boring. But
I was gonna say just during that time I was with Darian.
Oh, maybe you and Darian headed to the market. Yeah, that's fine. We could say that. But yeah, why don't we do?
Yeah,
Sorry,
we could
go
even
ahead.
do some downtime. We could even do some downtime next session where you guys hang out in the market and stuff.
Yeah, but why don't we do MVP votes now? And we'll pick up the story next time as you. Oh, actually, no. I thought you guys were heading to the capital to do research, so I don't know what you're gonna do here.
That I think was the plan. At some point
But-
to find out how to trap the Shadow Lord. How
This
the
is like
Dwarven
a
Moon
this is like a fan
the
service
Shadow Lord.
episode, like meeting all the old people from the original games, seeing what became of them. 4. So I need one more vote. Who am I missing? Arapel? No, I got you. Oh. So with 2 votes, Gnome, you are the MVP. Mr.
Yay for Goggles
Chomsky.
of Night.
Oh yeah, I have to put down that I have that as an infusion. That doesn't take.
Oh, it's not a. Oh yeah, it is an infusion.
It doesn't take
No,
attunement, does it?
No.
correct.
Okay.
It does not.
Guess we've been doing so many action-packed games. This one's been more RP and quiet.
Yeah, I should have been taking so many more notes, and then like halfway through the session, I'm like, "Fuck, I haven't been taking notes."
Yeah, these
Gotta
sessions
go
are always
back and
hard to
watch
take
it.
notes for because there's always so
Yeah.
much like, that we kind of deliberate on and everything, so it's a little hard sometimes.
Yeah,
to take
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's gonna be a boring journal, but I'll have to go back and watch the stream because I didn't take any notes, and I'm sorry because I suck.
It's fine. Well, I'm gonna take some notes here, but you're all welcome to take off if you wish. Otherwise, hang out. But I'll see you next week.
All right.
See ya.
Thanks, guys.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Catch you
Yeah.
guys next week.
See ya.
Arapel, I think you know this story better than Lou.
No, I really don't because there's so many variables and stuff. I know people and I know places, and so like, but I get confused on because here's the thing: is I've only actually played them in long-term campaigns a couple times, maybe 3 times, but like. Back when Lou first started his server, he used to do a thing where you could sub, like when a player wasn't going to join like their normal group because they were out for a session because they were sick or they had something else going on in their lives or whatever, or they were short because they were still looking for a player to fill the role or whatever. He would let other players in the server jump in and sub. So I played a whole bunch of different parts of the Trouble at Char campaign again and again and again and again. In like several 4 or 5 or 6 other groups that I didn't actually play in long term, but I played in 1 or 2 sessions here and there. And so like I have a lot of little bits of knowledge bumping around in my head and
all coming together.
And we're back pretty early in the game too. Like as far as knowing NPCs in Char. Like there could be later game stuff that I wouldn't necessarily know as well or have done as many times. But like the early game stuff, like there's a lot of NPCs in Char that the group may have encountered over time. And the question is, are they alive? Are they friendly with the group? Are they enemies with the group? Did the group kill them? You know? So
Yeah. It's really hard for me too because it's been so long and I don't know. I don't remember these things very well. So
we can check in with Alira and be like, "You're doing great. Keep us informed," and then we can go off and do our own thing.
We might have told her about the stash.
Yeah, the stash is gone.
Yeah, I like that she spent it on something like this. Yeah,
I mean. In actually more than one other group, like even though she was just a very young, like common thief, like several other groups have hired her and trusted her and given her a salary and let her manage their Char like stuff. So even if you guys didn't necessarily make that decision and do it intentionally, I feel like she stepped into that role in this group. So, like, I don't think that's a bad thing. I have no knowledge, obviously not in character, but I don't have any knowledge of anything, like, any reason not to let that just keep happening.
Yeah.
I mean, what else were we going to do with that money?
Well, you know, now that we've come back to Char and we, like, have, like, pittance to our name, like, if we go to the capital, guys, we're going to have
We're in trouble.